What's poppin', my people? It is Monday, March 8th. This is episode 20 of Hold Us Accountable.
What up, yos? Episode 20, man. We are excited to be back again. It's been a couple weeks, but here we are, episode 20, ready to go. We got a fun one coming again. I'm drinking beer. Let's do it.
Ow, ow, ow!
Thank you for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin who like to discuss their problems and figure out ways to solve them and challenge the listeners to get up out of their comfort zone. Try some shit they ain't done before. This is Hold Us Accountable.
Episode 20
Yeah, this
Hell
is Hold
yeah.
Us
of
Accountable.
Hold Us Accountable.
Yeah, this is Hold Us Accountable. This is Hold Us Accountable.
Hey, I didn't think we'd make it this far.
We did, though.
We fucking did.
Hold us
Hell yeah.
accountable.
Hell yeah.
Maximilian, what's poppin', my brother?
Dude, man, it's been a minute since we've been here, man.
It is, man. I mean, we had to let people catch up from our
Yeah, our marathon episode.
our 2-part, 5-hour Decker bash.
That was fun.
That was a good
so
time,
much
though.
fun. It was so cool to get him in the studio, get him in here. I mean, we've been talking to him and asking him questions and different things for so long, and
It went
finally get him in here. It
went great.
yeah, it was so much fun, and just a super cool dude.
Full of energy.
Full of energy. Just was down to stay longer if that's what we were down to
stay
do.
for 5 hours.
Yeah, so super awesome time, and just an even better dude.
Hell yeah.
Came with tons of stories. That dream he had
Yeah.
was fucking wild.
Yeah, that's actually like one of the first things I heard back from somebody who listened to the episode. Is like, that dream Decker had was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
barely remember him telling it, but I remember it being pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was. I remember. I'm pretty sure I remember. Had chills at one point.
Yeah.
Could have been the whiskey talking, but it was a pretty crazy dream. I don't
Beers
know.
were flowing, whiskey were flowing.
Yeah, it was.
That was a damn good
It was
time,
just
man.
a fun episode. You guys freestyled. He laid down a solo track.
Hell yeah.
Like, it was a cool ass.
we were up
time.
and standing, going
Yeah, you
crazy.
guys were standing. Oh man, I was. Yeah.
Hey, shout
that
out
was
Dak.
awesome. Yeah.
Shout out to all the people listening. We officially hit 1,000 listens.
1,000 total listens, man.
Hell yeah.
And that doesn't include the few YouTube views that we do have. So
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Shout out everybody.
Shout out, yeah, everybody that's been listening and just interacting with us and just making this a fun time. It's been a fun ride that we've been going on here, and we're excited to see where it keeps going.
Yeah,
you know?
man, we're ready
Just
to
fun
shooting
stuff.
for episode 40, but for now, episode 20, man.
Episode 20. It's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna be recapping our monthly challenges. Kinda, sort
a
of.
little bit. It'll be more so next week, but
Half.
we'll talk about
We'll do
it.
half. It's kind of gonna be half this week, half next week. I did the Carnivore Diet. Carl was strumming the guitar.
Oh yeah, plucking away.
But yeah. So we just have some of our kind of wrap up thoughts
Yeah,
on our activities.
talk about some things we want to do in the future.
Yeah. Just what we took away from our monthly challenge, what we did that we wish we would have done differently, things we could have done, or that we were happy we did, things, maybe to give a little bit advice for anyone that wants to try to start playing the guitar or take on a crazy, weird diet, whatever it may be, or doesn't even have to be crazy or weird,
Eat fucking steak for a month.
yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about that. We it's National Women's Day.
Yeah, happy
So-
National International Women's Day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out all the women. Shout out
Absolutely.
mom. Shout out
yeah, mom.
grandma.
Love you, Noni. Love you.
Hell yeah, love you guys. If it weren't for
so-
you, we wouldn't be here,
Yeah. So absolutely, and so we're gonna incorporate that in the show today. We're gonna be grading our beer of the week, just on women in history.
Yeah, women in general.
Great woman would be Susan B. Anthony. Great beer. Terrible beer, terrible woman. Maybe like Casey Anthony.
Yeah,
Yeah, could go that way.
exactly.
For me, if I get a Coors Light, that's a Casey Anthony. But,
Oh man, you get a fucking all day IPA. That's like a fucking Betty White.
Hell
know?
yeah, national
90
treasure.
years of greatness. But hey,
Yeah.
on that talk, I mean, hey, go like us on
Oh yeah, nah, we don't got to worry about
Yeah,
all
fuck
that.
that. Yeah, you guys know what to
It's
do.
episode 20. We'll
Max is thirsty. He hasn't had a beer in a year.
been a little while. Let's get these things cracked open and
Crack
flowing.
them
huh?
motherfuckers up. It's the beer of the week.
Oh, I
Episode
can't
20.
wait.
Hey, these beers are for the women. Shout out women.
All you women out
I
there.
like beer 'cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, 'cause the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer.
I love women.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. It's soft.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
hell yeah. Max, what we drinking?
We are drinking Contact Haze by Elysian Brewing. This is a hazy IPA.
Give it to the camera. Let the camera
Oh, yeah, good call. Good
camera
call.
sees what we're seeing.
All right. So, Carl, while you're taking the first few sips there, I'm going to tell you about Elysian Brewing.
Is it Elysian?
Oh, maybe it's Elysian. I don't know how to pronounce it.
We'll go with Elysian.
Elysian. Elysian. Elysian. Anyway, let's start with what's on the can first of all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let me get a sip
That's
actually
good.
quick.
With that's a goddamn
Ooh,
Betty
that is-
White.
That is tasty.
That's a good beer. Holy shit.
All right, so this is what's on the can about Elysian. We opened our doors in 1996 when bold art and music defined Seattle. We carry that same spirit in the way we brew our beer. It is taking chances, learning from our missteps, and changing our perceptions. Pull up a bar stool at ElysianBrewing.com. And this is their beer is called Contact Haze. It's a hazy IPA.
Do we know where they're out of? Did you say that? Was I spacing out?
Yep, out of Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Okay.
And then, yeah, I'll get into what's on their website here in a quick second. But I'm going to read what's off the can about Contact Haze. Again, it's a hazy IPA. The day the world stood still at Elysian brewed a hazy IPA. Rules were broken to bring you Contact Haze, a tangled chemistry of mild haze, low bitterness, and explosion of hop aroma, bursts of bright raspberry, currant, citrus, guava, and passion fruit with a slight floral note. Yeah. Cool, man.
It's a tasty brew. It is a tasty treat. And another
Oh, yeah.
hazy day
Another
IPA, man.
hazy IPA.
We always staying hazy in the stew, man.
We try. Let's see.
Where'd you purchase this one?
This
I do
was-
see these at Quick Trip a lot.
This was yeah, I got it at a Woodman's, but this was a listener recommendation.
Oh, shout out you, whoever that is.
Yeah, so yeah, it's good beer here.
God, this is a good tasty
Yeah,
hazy day IPA.
lot of
man.
different flavors.
Yeah, so we're gonna rate these off of just women. Just,
Oh wait, hold on one sec. Got a little bit more about.
Oh
the,
yeah,
the
give me a little
beer.
more, man.
Just about the Contact Haze beer. So it is a 6.0 ABV. Not just typical citrus and tropical notes. We use a unique combination of punchy hops, an aroma and flavor explosion of bright raspberry, currant, citrus, guava, and passion fruit. Preserve the haze, keep cold. The malts, pale ale malt, flaked barley, and oat malt. Hops, El Dorado, Mosaic, Southern Passion, Sabro, Citra, and Sultana.
Oh, Sultana.
Yeah, so that's just a little
It's
bit more
quite the
about the
mix.
Contact Haze. Let me just see if I can give a little bit more info about this brewery here quick. Seems like, Seattle's always got some interesting stuff going on.
They're a funky hip town.
Himped? It's like hippie and
Pimp.
pimped.
They're himped
something. Let's see, 3-time Lager Brew Pub of the Year at the Great American Beer Festival. I feel like every brewery we've done has, like, the best beer at some beer festival.
Yeah, what was that one we did? It was like the best beer in the world, and it was like, this isn't even that good.
It's like ranked number 1 at the
that was the
beer festival of beers.
Zombie Dust.
Oh yeah, well that was good beer.
It was a good beer. I mean, best in the world.
But yeah, no, not. But yeah, I feel like just go to some random beer festival that put on in a backyard. Yeah, we won it. Anyway, I'm sure that's not the case with Elysian though, because it is a tasty beer we're drinking in front of us here. So Elysian Brewing Company operates 3 locations and a production brewery in Seattle, Washington, known both for classic styles and for flexibility and innovation. Elysian has brewed over 500 different recipes since opening in 1996. While Elysian's brewers use a variety of unusual ingredients, they are seasonally notorious for their pumpkin beers. Each year, Elysian hosts the Great Pumpkin Beer Festival, where dozens of different pumpkin beers are poured, some of them from giant pumpkins. Wow, okay. So yeah, quirky little brewery and, quirky little Seattle. So, good, very good beer. I can only imagine that all their other beers are pretty tasty. Well, they got a giant, like a massive pumpkin on their website. Hold on, I gotta put this up on the screen for you to see.
A big old pumpkin here.
Oh, TV's off. Hold on.
Oh, I think I know what to do.
But yeah, so we are gonna be rating this beer off of what did we have like we didn't really say, just kind of women in general.
Yeah, just women,
right.
like inspirational women.
Yeah,
of
I guess.
The present, the
because,
past.
Because obviously, if it was just women, beer, it'd be like mom or grandma or someone, awesome.
Yeah.
That we love and know.
Yeah, well, Counselor K, that'd be like top of the line craft,
Right. But that's too easy. So we gotta
we gotta spice it up. We'll just do like just inspirational women who, we've like gotten the opportunity to grow up with, watch. Actors, athletes,
I think
civil rights activists.
Yeah, just women of note, women of who have done something. Well, I mean, this isn't
just
all
women,
women are
just
great,
women.
just. But I think you'll get it when we grade it. Okay.
I don't think. Yeah, we just are having a hard.
We're not doing a good job explaining.
Women
this.
who have inspired the world.
Right. Exactly. Good way to say that. Nice job, women who have inspired the world.
All women are inspiring.
Right.
You guys inspire me, except for that. What?
Casey Anthony.
Fuck Casey Anthony. She's a piece of shit.
Right. That's what I'm
She's
saying.
a fucking Red Dog fucking beer.
Right. Coors Light.
No, I actually have a pretty good one.
No, yeah, I got one here. Going with I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this name very well. This is a woman out of Kazakhstan, so please excuse me if I butcher her name. Alexandra
Elbakian.
Elbakyan. Elbakyan. She
looks like the little sister from Shameless.
Oh, she kind of does.
That's who I thought it was at
yeah.
first.
No, yeah, that's a good call. No, so she is. I actually just heard about her this past weekend in a podcast. And what she did, scientific. She created this website called Sci-Hub. It's like sci-hub.se, and what it does is it pulls any scholarly article that was written or any scientific journal published, which normally costs a decent amount of money for just any normal person who might be interested in reading about these new scientific studies and journals and discoveries.
Okay.
It would cost them a lot of money, and your curiosity maybe can't be matched because just of limitations. So, but what she did, she kind of like pirated this website to be able to access all of that for free.
Oh.
So anybody in the world who has Wi-Fi can access these like very like just educational and valuable
So it's kind of like
articles
giving
and
resource,
journals, yeah, that is
places.
normally those resources normally that was reserved for the more wealthier or people who had access to them.
Okay.
Now anyone can check it out,
Wow.
and it just being able to provide that much knowledge and
To educate
information
so
and
many
education to people who learn about it is
Amazing.
and I mean what she did is technically illegal too. So I think from the podcast I was listening, she's like technically hiding,
Oh.
and hiding because she's like the companies that publish these scientific journals don't want this, and they make a lot of money, so they're powerful companies.
Okay.
And if they all band together, they're even more powerful.
Yeah.
So they're kind of trying to get after her. But yeah, she's only 32 years old. She's out of, like I said, she's out of Kazakhstan. I don't know a ton about her. I didn't do. She just kind of popped into my head right before the show started. So,
Hell of a woman.
but yeah, hell of a woman. And just
Hey,
yeah.
good for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
She shouldn't have to hide, man. She's
No,
educating
no.
the people, man.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's all it takes is Wi-Fi, which is pretty readily available now, and anyone from any background, can have access to that knowledge. It's the word has to get out about it
Yeah.
for people to be able to know that it's there, but it is there, and that's kind of the point.
Hell yeah.
So, super cool, Alexandra
Hey, hats off to her.
Elbakian.
Hell yeah. That's a hell of a rating.
Yeah, it's a great beer. Great woman for a great beer.
I'm gonna take another swiggy poo.
That's really good.
It's a great beer.
And I really like the can. The name, Contact Haze, it almost looks like, so the can, there's this like gigantic head, right? It's like, it almost looks like it's just in a desert, and then there's these small shadow people around it, and you can tell it's kind of like they're looking at this head in the desert with its face hinging off, and they're just trying to figure out what it is, and they're in like a haze because of they're in contact with this thing, they don't know what it is,
Yeah.
kind of a cool looking can. It's orange,
Grabs your
yellow,
attention, man.
grabs your attention.
All eyes on you while you're drinking this
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting a contact haze from this hazy day.
Oh, the hazy
man.
day from Elysian.
Well, I am going to.
Hey, what you got? What you got?
I am going to rate this beer a Kieran Elaine Johnson, better known as Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, yo.
And what a hell of a woman. Trailblazer. Just hilarious, well-known, just through and through amazing at her craft and her art. Whoopi Goldberg
Hell yeah.
is actually one of 16 entertainers to have won an Emmy Award, a Grammy Award, an Academy Award, and a Tony Award.
Holy shit.
Yeah. She's kicking
Fuck
ass.
yeah.
She's 65 years old, still going strong. I believe she's still on a morning show. I think I can't remember exactly what the show is, but she's still up and thriving. I mean, we grew up watching her. She's been doing it and doing it big since, she started. I think her breakthrough in 1985 as her role as Celie in a Steven Spielberg drama film, The Color Purple. I've never seen it. Have you seen it? The Color Purple.
The Color Purple.
I've never seen it, but
I'm
that's
sure
kind of
it's,
where she made her break. But she's, you see her in a whole bunch of shit. The View, the talk show, The View.
Yeah.
Sister
Act.
A funny thing that happened on the way to Forum. I don't know what that movie is, but
It's a long name though.
She won a Daytime Emmy Award for being on The View as well.
Wow.
She's just winning awards left and right.
Call her Whoopi Goldberg Award.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But no, hey, shout out Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, it's a good rating. Very tasty beer.
Very, very, very tasty treat. Rated off some very, very intelligent, strong, trailblazing women.
Hell yeah, man.
Which they get one more applause. Shout out Whoopi.
Shout out Alexandra.
Hell yeah. Well, that's goddamn good beer, Max.
Yeah. This is a good beer. Hey, actually, it was recommended by a woman as well. Shout out Mia for the recommendation.
Shout out Mia. Thank you so much for recommending this great beer.
Hell yeah.
Recommended by a great woman on this great Woman's Day.
I drink beer because
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother.
A song to sing. I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go.
I love you, Mom.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. And stop.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, I forgot to mention at the start of the show, I like the getup you got going on over there.
Thanks,
the headband.
man.
You got the you're rocking the headband lately. I like it.
Yeah, I got it at Walmart.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been digging it. It's been
yeah.
my swag lately.
I like it.
Glasses. Got them from Walmart. Yep.
Yeah? The
Yeah.
glasses I can tell you got from Walmart. The headband looks like a nice. You got it from
I like the glasses. They got a little yellow tint to them. Just kind
Yellow
of
tint.
just mellows everything out. I wear them at work sometimes. They call me hippie stump.
Hippie stump. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can see it.
Just mellow the mood. Makes me look like I smoked 10 joints before I showed up anywhere. Even though I didn't. Maybe. Don't know. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I think you look good in something like this. I think you got a headband like this.
I do have one very similar, yeah.
Should have worn it.
Well, yeah, maybe next episode will come with matching headbands.
Hey, let's talk about women real quick.
Women.
We were blessed to have some pretty fantastic women in our life.
Yeah.
I think your mother, my mother, we wouldn't be the people we are without them.
Amazing women.
Very amazing women. Our sisters, amazing women.
Yep.
And we had our grandmother, amazing woman.
Yep.
My other grandmother was an amazing woman.
We were blessed with to be able to know two. Well, we each knew.
Grandma Rosie.
Yep.
Great woman.
Yep.
Shout out her. She's
Absolutely.
Great. But hey, man, honestly, where would we be without them? We'd be stinky. Well, we wouldn't be here, first of all.
They wouldn't be here. Believe it or not, we'd probably be swearing more.
Yep. Okay,
we probably wouldn't even be talking about women.
Hey, my mom taught me how to drink Busch Light like a fucking badass motherfucker.
It's true.
She also taught me how to be very kind to people.
This is also true.
Yep, my mom taught me a lot of things. Shout out
yeah.
her.
Oh no, it's it's weird when you get older and you kind of reflect whether you intentionally do it or unintentionally do it. You at some point at some point in your life you find yourself reflecting back on a lot of just your life in general, and
Yeah.
and you realize just how important your parents are, and especially your mother, and for us, lucky enough to have amazing mothers in our life who just who are always there for us.
Oh, yeah.
And that's I think something you can take for granted when you don't stop and think that not a lot of people are blessed to have just the family that we had and the strong supporting women that we did have. I mean, I never once growing up saw like a woman be like put down or treated less than, and I never really thought about that. It was always women were always at the same level.
Yeah, I mean,
as
a lot of the time in our family kind of put above most.
Oh, yeah.
Like you respected the women around you, and if you didn't, then you were going to hear about it.
right.
If it weren't from them, then the men around you, like.
Yeah, no, and it was, but it was also reciprocated. I mean, like there was just I feel like there was just respect in general.
Oh,
yeah. We were lucky enough to just see respect from both sides of the male and female role, and it never, I never saw it. I growing up, it was never distorted. It was never like, I never had a male role model in my life put down women.
Yeah.
That was never a thing for me. So
Hey.
very, very thankful for that.
Yeah.
Because it's important to
A lot of women put up
understand
with that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, my significant other, she's in a line of business where it's hard to get to the top being a female. And, that's one I respect the fuck out of her for is that's her goal is I'm going to show up all these men. I work harder than them, and I will be, she shoots to be the first VP at the company she's at. And,
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
A lot more strength than I have.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck, man. But hey.
But yeah, no, absolutely. So shout out, like you were saying at the start of the shout out to all the women in our lives who have helped us just become the people we are.
Yeah,
the
I would
men
not
we
be
are
the
today.
man I am today
Yeah.
without the women I had around me.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
I think through this episode we'll kind of, share stories, just about, maybe certain women. What did you say? Noted women, I guess. Women of, just women who I've seen growing up. Whether it's my family, whether it's, teachers, whether it's actors, performers. Just I have an article I want to read about a certain a woman I just learned about. So just kind of highlight on the day it is today and how important it is to kind of give that spotlight to the women who surround us.
Yeah.
Except for Casey Anthony. Fuck you, Casey Anthony.
You're right.
I didn't even know who that was before today. Well, I don't know. Fuck her. She's a
Fuck
bitch.
her though. Yeah. No. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. I was looking up like just like women behind inventions or women behind technology that, or maybe even philosophy, the ideas almost, they were the driving force behind these ideas or these inventions or these philosophies or whatever it may be. I found a good list going back from like the late 1700s up to, present time of just women who have got civilization to where we are today.
Yeah.
And
Shout out Rosa Parks.
Oh yeah, but yeah, no, but the thing I like about this list, absolutely shout out Rosa Parks, but it's a lot of women that I've never even like heard of.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear.
So I feel like a lot of times, I just kind of get hit over the head with the same, 10 women in history, and it's like, yeah, it is great, they're amazing, and it just kind of gets it starts to just kind of go in one ear and out the other. So hopefully maybe we'll have a few little stories, little tidbits that you might not have heard before.
Educate ourselves and the people listening.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Well, and a little side note. That's one of the crazy things about the internet, right? Is like you have access to any information you want, but somehow when you want to access that information, you find an excuse not to go find it. You're like, nah, I'll find it later.
Yeah,
like I'll go look that up
later. You can
later.
literally find anything you fucking want.
Right.
Looking at your phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly what you said.
But yeah, so I hopefully maybe this is something that people have maybe thought like, oh yeah, that'd be interesting to look up and get it, look into one day. But it's just one of those things you put off and then you never look into it. So, maybe it's something we can spread the word about.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But to start, I think we'll do a little recap.
Yeah.
Of what we've been...
Maybe Women's History Month, but this show is all about two dudes, all right?
Couple of jumps. Stinky assholes.
Doing stuff and talking about it.
Stuff who wouldn't be doing it without women.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, we need to talk about us.
We got to talk about what I'm doing.
Right.
What we're doing right now. Hey, we're doing a whole lot.
We're trying.
May not always feel like it, but
we're trying.
Yeah, we'll transition a little bit into kind of the recap this monthly challenge month.
Yeah.
Everything we've done.
Yeah,
Max is done eating meat. He's a vegan now.
Pump that volume up on your laptop.
That's it. That's what I got.
All right.
Oops, sorry.
Oh no, I just want to.
My phone took it. Didn't take a shit. Something's going on. I don't know what it is.
We'll figure it out. Just not this episode. Hey, no, that was another thing, man. Kind of going, it's not the monthly challenge, but again, a lot of through this whole process has been like podcasting has been the thing, and we're evolving, maybe not at the speed we'd like to, but we're evolving to the point where we've got video up now.
Yeah, man.
And I thought I had the editing and all that. I thought I had it down, like, to a process. But then I found out that my process actually was not the right way to do it.
Hey,
so like
you learn as you go, my friend.
So yeah, so what I thought I would be able to get that video edited and the audio and the video out with like a 2-day turnaround, maybe not even. It ended up being like a 5-day turnaround, and but I learned how to I'm pretty sure how to make the process quicker of getting the video out.
Okay.
Or the video and audio out, so it's not I think usually we record on a Monday, but sometimes I think last week it came out on Friday.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Sometimes Thursday is usually the latest, but I think I might have the way to get it out. Hopefully Wednesday, maybe Tuesday.
Okay.
So I'm learning, but yeah, I thought I had it down. I was getting a little cocky. I was doing it while I was working, and then it came back to bite me in the ass. Got a little frustrated, and then being on that carnivore diet. I was just cranky, and oh man, it was a.
Hey,
and then I was also on these inflammatory medication for my sinuses that was supposed to be like it was like a kind of an upper too. And then the day that I stopped taking those was also the day that all the shit happened with the video and the audio.
Okay.
So like. My body was out of whack. My brain was like tired and like expecting these like pills that I was normally taking, and then like, what the fuck is going on? I was just like,
I need to be up.
Yeah, it was a weird. 2 weeks ago was a weird week.
Feel better? You feel back in?
We're getting there. We're getting there, man. I went way overboard after the carnival. It was like. I've set so many restrictions on myself, and then as soon as I was like, I let those the flood walls down. It was just a barrage.
You knew that was gonna happen.
I
You
knew
you
it
were
was
just
gonna happen.
Fucking let her loose.
But man, it got a little extreme over the weekend.
Banana cream
Oh,
pie,
man. Dude,
steak.
I ate a bunch of cookies last night too before I went to bed, and woke up at 2:30 feeling like I was gonna die.
Oh,
It was
good for you.
But it was worth it, man. Oh man, it was fun.
Just putting back all that weight that
Oh, all the carbs I was dreaming about eating, I just ate them all.
You ate 'em in a
I just ate
weekend.
them in a weekend. Just
let her rip.
let it fucking rip.
Hey, good for you.
But no, it was. I mean, it was worth it. I would, you know, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I had the weekend that I had and just enjoyed. Like I didn't really care. I just enjoyed myself and the baked goods that.
Now it's the challenge of getting back to eating carbs normally.
Yeah. It's getting back to equilibrium. That's gonna be the weird. Like, what? What do you mean you can't just eat like an entire stick of butter? Okay, well, okay, can't do that. Well, okay,
Half
why
a
can't I have like
stick.
30 cookies? Okay, you can't do that either.
Oh man, it's
You
hard.
know?
It's hard to find that balance. I mean,
Yeah,
see,
so-
for me, I've my diet for the past 2 weeks has been 2 hard-boiled eggs and oatmeal and tuna.
Just all day.
This is what I eat during the day.
What do you eat for dinner?
Oh, whatever Lexi makes, I guess.
Oh,
But yeah, like when I'm in control of what I eat, it's just like oatmeal in the morning, 2 hard-boiled eggs for a snack, tuna Sammy.
hey, I mean,
Super simple.
whatever
yeah.
you like. I mean, is that what you do? You enjoy?
Yeah, I mean, I
eating it?
enjoy it. I'm just trying not to eat Arby's and Quick Trip.
Well, yeah,
crispy chicken
that's the tough
sandwiches
thing.
every day
That's
now.
the tough thing.
That's what. Yeah. So this is like this. This is the Carl diet.
The Carl diet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. The OET diet: oatmeal, eggs, and tuna diet. Yeah. And water, and coffee, and nicotine,
And nicotine.
Yeah.
And what else? And
THC, and hops.
and hops. Yeah.
And
That's not- I
my
mean-
occasional banana cream pie. You know.
I mean, it's not the. I mean, but it's not the worst thing. It's not like.
I don't know how to structure a diet, and I don't like going on diets. So for me, dieting is like, okay, I
Well,
don't
here's
eat Arby's anymore.
I think yeah, this was kind of something I wanted to talk about eventually, but I think like the diet, the way people have to look at a diet, I feel like just the word diet is like got a bad
Scary.
connotation to it.
Stop yawning.
Just yes, that first of all. So tired pants over here. But no, I think
Getting a little hazy over here,
getting
man.
hazy after the contact days. No, but I think the way you should look at a diet is just like instead of you're not, because I feel like people look at a diet and they think they're depriving themselves, but really what you're doing is you're enriching yourself because you're getting rid of all the bullshit and you're only putting in good things.
Yeah.
So like instead of looking at it as like, oh fuck, I don't get to eat that, I don't get to put I don't get to eat Arby's today. It's like, no, instead you get to eat like healthy things that will like improve just your quality of life.
Yeah, and I always feel better when I do this. Like, I do feel better. But at the moment, it's like, roast beef sandwich right now.
But
sounds
that is the thing. And that's the tough battle. It's like the things that you're trying to give up are made.
It's like mental happiness or physical happiness. What do you want?
Exactly.
Pick your poison.
And they're also made so you do want, like, you crave them. These things are chemically made to be craved, you know, like the bullshit chips and the Arby's and the McDonald's. Like, these companies didn't just like, oh, we just make these delicious burgers so perfectly. It's like, no, they have put like time and effort into
They want you to
figuring
come
out
back.
and get you to come back. They want you to come back. They're like trying to make this shit so delicious that you come back.
Hey, I tell you
every
one
day.
thing, they did a damn good
And
job.
they do the best. They do
McDonald's French fries.
Oh my
fuck.
god!
That's like heroin to me.
Oh yeah. I mean it is.
It's basically heroin to me.
And that's like, it is tough. It's not an easy thing to like stop eating those things, but but a lot of it is preparation. A lot of it is just keeping busy, almost like instead of
sitting around wanting to eat.
Yeah, or like I don't know, like even just like keeping busy and having a game plan. Like, okay, I gotta prepare this for the week, so I don't want to go like for lunch. Be like, oh, I don't have a lunch made, or I don't have anything for lunch.
That's what kills me every time.
So I'll just go get something quick. But taking like maybe 2 hours on a Sunday to just prep something out for the whole week. And then mentally you go into it thinking like, okay, I have this. I don't need to think about anything else because I took the time, I made this, whatever you made, and that's what I'm eating.
Yeah.
So I mean, little things like that obviously are hard things to do. It's not like just an easy switch to turn on and off. And
you can't just diet. You gotta.
Right, and I think instead of thinking of a diet, like just think of like getting rid of bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a diet is when you say diet, you think depriving, but when you say like I'm gonna start preparing food or I'm gonna start preparing meals, like it almost empowers you to do those things. Whether when you say like I'm going on a diet, it's like I have to do this. But if you're like no, I'm gonna change the way I attack food or consume food to better myself, like I don't know, maybe that helps someone look at a diet or changing the way you eat. I don't know. What do I know?
Well, you're just a guy.
I'm just a guy who ate meat for a month.
Yeah, but you got a fucking microphone to talk about it, so
I
you're
sure
something. Do. Hey, today's about us.
Yeah, today's about us, but
Hey,
and the women.
And the women.
And the women.
Women first.
Women first.
But right now,
us.
at this moment, it's about the hazy day. IPA, man.
Yeah, man.
So what do you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, no. Honestly, I want to talk just more about kind of the last week of the Carnivore Diet, because like last Monday I would have been starting the last week.
Okay.
And then to like this Monday would have been like the first week done, if that makes sense. So
yeah,
I just kind of want to talk about like how that last week went, and how the previous week went, because there is a really big contrast from week 2 to week 4. Because when you're halfway through, you feel like I'm almost done, but that's when after week 2 is when I started noticing the most like changes or most like benefits as well. So
talk a little bit.
I just want to talk a little bit about that, and then just some things I noticed for like I was like ideas. If someone is interested in doing this or just kind of dieting in general, how to start it, prep it, that kind of stuff. Talk through it and see if any of my thoughts resonate with that. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about, kind of wrap up the monthly challenge and all that stuff. But I'm going to let you get into anything you want to talk about because I got to step out for a second.
Alrighty. Well, for me, I'm wrapping up the old guitar, learning a song. Basically, my goal was to learn how to strum A Horse with No Name, and my goal was to be able to sing the lyrics along with my strumming. Harder than I thought it'd be. I didn't think it'd be easy. Definitely didn't think it'd be easy. But it got easier as I went along. And for me, I think the most important thing I learned out of the process is to find the best way to learn for myself. And at first I jumped into it wanting to learn notes individually, kind of learn the parts of the guitar, how to, just every little dynamic piece of learning an instrument. And as I went along with that, it was boring. It wasn't entertaining to me. I couldn't stay committed to it. So jumping right into a song and just kind of picking through YouTube, finding teachers through the web who I could kind of relate with was the easiest route to go. And I think we can both agree with, like, any challenge, whether it's a diet, learning an instrument, doing woodworking, doing jiu-jitsu, the best way to go about it is to find the best process that fits you personally. And that was like the biggest thing for me trying to learn guitar is, okay, you don't just have to sit down, learn notes, learn the anatomy of the guitar. You don't need to learn every bit of history when you're just trying to pick it up. The most important thing is just, okay, going on YouTube, finding an easy song and just learning simply just how to strum. Like, that was the best breakdown for me. Like, instead of, okay, I'm going to learn a G note today, next week I'm going to learn a D note. Like, to me, that was just the most boring shit.
Okay.
So, like, hopping on YouTube and starting to learn a song, like, that was getting, like, actually hearing myself get the rhythm. It was like, oh, okay. Like, it was encouraging for me to pick it back up later that day. Yeah, instead of just, like, this. For me, like, it's so boring, like, little, like, I don't know. It was like school for me, like, learning just parts of something, and I don't know. It's kind of hard to put. Like, I need a broader spectrum when I'm trying to learn something. I need to see, like, hands-on how to do something. So there were little bits and pieces that I learned that got easier along the way, but you can continue with your chit-chat, and I can go on a little more afterwards.
No, I like that, though, because a lot of people learn differently. Like, some people, even just for, like, the diet, like a carnivore diet, some people could just read an article online, be like, okay, I know how I'm going to tackle this. Some people might read the article, start it, and be totally in over their head. And just be like, this is not what I was expecting. I should have tried it for, like, a few days, just like 1 or 2 days, and then figured out if, what I can do better, or, like.
It was like us with this table. It's like, yeah, maybe we should have done a couple pre-runs before we poured epoxy. Know? What? Why would we do that? Fuck that.
What?
Yeah, the great spill.
Yeah, or, like, because for me, I was trying to think of how I would learn how to play guitar, and I kind of originally thought, like, yeah, I'd like to learn each note individually and each string, or take the longer approach, like you were kind of getting at. That wasn't your style.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, maybe that would be my style. But then when you described how you like just learning how to get the strumming and, like, kind of getting just a feel for the guitar almost.
Yeah.
You're almost like, instead of learning each individual chord, you're almost just learning, like, the whole, like, holding the guitar. How does just, like, a strum, how does a rhythm, just any rhythm, doesn't matter. You're going to need to have a rhythm at some point. So how does this rhythm feel? Like, should I hold it when I'm strumming? Do I like, I don't know, my hand here? Anything that has to do with just actually playing, maybe actually just jumping into something is better. And then after you get maybe, like, a song down, you can go and learn, like, the different chords, so then
gets easier as you progress.
Yeah, the feel, like, okay, when I'm strumming, I like my hand like this, so I have to learn how to play this chord this way instead of playing it the way the YouTube video is showing me how to play it.
Exactly what you're saying. Yeah, like, because I learned how to play a chord, and I'm like, oh, I play it the way they show me, but my hand's too small. It cramps up that way.
Right,
So let me use some different fingers. Let me grip it different.
Way.
Yeah. So exactly what you said. Like, the biggest thing for me is learning just how to be comfortable with the instrument in my hand,
right?
Holding it, like us, stumpy hands. Like,
sure,
I can't reach around the neck of the guitar the way they want me to. Figure it out my own way, and, like, kind of as I started figuring that out, it progressed a little more.
Yeah, and that's the same kind of thing I learned with this diet. I mean, so I did the carnivore diet for a month, which was you're only supposed to eat meat or animal products, basically. So technically, like, heavy whipping cream is okay, hard cheeses, like bone broth, bone marrow, those things are okay. And I did it once before, but one of the big differences that I didn't consider was just my environment. When I did it last year, I was in an apartment by myself. I controlled all the food entering in and out of my apartment. I could avoid any distractions or any temptations. I could just not look at any of it.
Yeah.
But this year, that was not the case at all. I was in an environment that was not up to my control. I could control the food I brought in for myself, but there were other people that didn't give a shit about my diet because they shouldn't. It's not their responsibility or their whatever. It's this was my decision. So I mean, just being around, going to like family events and just being around family and everyone's having beer and drinking Busch Light, and I'm
being in the stew and I'm just slamming IPA.
Yeah, and it just all those little things I didn't consider, and I was just like, this will be no problem.
Yeah.
And then it was very challenging going up north.
Oof.
And just being around all of the snacks and everything that we've got up there, and candy and cookies and crap.
When I'm all buzzed up, like, just have a beer.
Yeah, and everyone
man.
just have a slice of pizza. Fuck it, it's the weekend. Who cares?
That's not how it goes.
Yeah,
though.
but it's like
it's not part of the diet.
So it's tough. It was really tough. So yeah, controlling the environment was tough, and then so the food prep was also a big thing that hold on one second. The food prep was a big thing that I realized was also very, very important. Last year I had basically myself that had to worry, but like I didn't have to worry about anyone else. I wasn't on anyone's agenda schedule. I wasn't around family. I wasn't around, I had friends obviously, but like it was kind of also right during that quarantine time.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, I don't need to see anyone. Like I'll just stay home, cook meat, and watch TV and try to work out or something. That was basically my life, and it was very easy to control. Doing the food prep. Like the weekends, I didn't have anything to do other than just make meat. So it was like super easy to prep.
Quick side note, that was probably the best part of this whole pandemic. Was like, if you didn't want to go out and do anything, it's like, dude, COVID, I can't.
Yeah, COVID, I can't, man.
Yeah, no one can be like, well,
COVID.
fuck it. No, it's like, COVID, I can't.
I'm tired, man.
Yeah. I remember, I don't think my boss listens to this, but never mind.
Yeah, we've all been there. Don't
Never
worry.
mind.
No, I get you, and I've been
think
there
I
too.
might have it. All right, come back in 2 weeks. Oh, wait. No, I might, just the flu.
Can't do 2 weeks, boss.
That did happen to me. Think I gotta go get tested. All right, we'll see you in a week. No, wait.
I'm clear.
I take it back.
I need a paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Side note. Sorry, boss.
So yeah. So the food prep, being able to prep your meat ahead of time, I found was very important. Just because for me, I had as soon as I was done working, I have my dog who usually needs a walk or to be played or do something, and then I like to try to do some type of physical activity, whether it be a workout or whatever it is. And so that doesn't leave a ton of time for thawing meat or cooking it up. I mean, it does, but it's kind of a pain when you're like, oh, I gotta I forgot I got to thaw this meat, or if you just didn't grab enough and you're just hungry, you're hungrier than you thought and you didn't prep enough meat. So just being able to take like a couple hours over the weekend to yourself and just prep everything out and just have it ready for the week is super important.
So would you kind of overestimate how much you would want? Or did you kind of figure out like, oh, on this, or like at this time I'm more hungry than usual, more hungry now than I am in the morning?
I think what happened for me this time was I never took enough meat out where I was like, okay, this will be enough to get me through X amount of days, and then it just wasn't. So then I was trying to play catch up because I was like, okay, I need to take some meat out now, thaw it, but it's thawing, but I'm out, so fuck, what do I do? Or what was the other or I would just be late. Like I knew I needed to take meat out, but then just things would come up throughout the day or the weekend and I just forgot, and then Monday rolls around and I'm like, shit, I need to thaw out 5 pounds of beef. Like, and
toss her all in the microwave.
Yeah, so you're just like, fuck. So that like prepping your food is super important, I found, because I don't know, like one of the first people that kind of made me start thinking about this was Rogan, but he has like, first of all, he's got a Traeger grill, which basically grills for you.
Really?
Yeah, it's all, you put a thermometer, an electric thermometer in your meat, and then on your phone you set what temperature you want your meat at.
Get the fuck out
and
here.
It controls the Traeger grill to smoke your meat
takes all the fun out of it.
So yeah, like he's got one of those. He's got a shit ton of money to just.
Probably got a fucking chef.
He's got even if he doesn't, he's got like hundreds of pounds of whatever elk he's shot. Like, and he just has time throughout his day. Like, like I looked at it more of like, oh, he just, grabs meat, throws it on the grill once a day. You just grill up food, twice a day you grill. It's like, I don't have time to grill twice. Like, what was I thinking?
You don't have a Traeger, you got charcoal.
So then, like, I was like, okay, well, I have to air fry all my food. Okay. So this was like the first time I did it in Milwaukee. It's like, well, I have to air fry all my food then.
Did you even have a grill in Milwaukee?
No, not at the time I was doing this. So I was like, okay, so then I would have to take like a whole half of a Sunday to just air fry meat for just like 3-4 hours, which wasn't terrible.
I mean, it's really not bad, but like,
but it was also like, it wasn't like the I don't want to say like glorified version of, but it was just like, I thought I'd be eating like fresh meat every night, but
Yeah.
it's refrigerated. You take it out, you microwave
it's
it.
not the same.
So then, not only are you have to air fry it, but you have to air fry it so you're not overcooking it, because you're going to be cooking it again basically in like 4 days. So it's like,
holy shit.
and the whole point of the carnivore diet is that the meat you eat should have enough the nutrients to provide you everything you need. Which, if you are eating like not undercooked, but like a medium rare steak, that more redder steak is going to have more nutrients and vitamins in it.
So the more you're cooking it, the more nutrients are being taken out.
You're
cooked out of
basically
it, okay.
yeah. So if it's like a really well done steak, you're basically just eating protein and fat.
Yeah, and if you put it in the microwave, it's just nuking the shit out of it.
So like you had to cook it right. So it's like you couldn't over fry it, but you couldn't under fry it either. You had to cook it. You had to fry it just right, so that in 5 days when you warm it up in the microwave, it's still a little pink in the middle. But like,
fuck that.
It was just a lot. It's a lot more than what I kind of thought. And for like an everyday guy, like, yeah, I could after work every day just hit the grocery store, grab a fresh steak, take it home, quick fry it in a pan.
But who wants to do that shit every day?
But every day go to a grocery store after work, like, especially nowadays, like that's not happening.
No.
So am I making it sound more difficult than what it is? yes, it is a very simple. You eat meat, you drink water and black coffee, but once you start getting into it, if you're someone who likes to snack, like for me, food gets me through the day. So so if it's like 10 o'clock, like, all right, give me like another hour and I'll go get a little just a pre-lunch snack, and it'll get me through till like
and
noon.
It kind of gives you something to look forward to.
Something
too,
to look forward to. But on the carnivore diet, like, there's not a lot of snacking. It's like pork rinds is a snack, but you almost feel a little guilty eating pork rinds just because it's it's one of these things. Especially if you're reading a lot of articles and stuff about it, it's get these pork rinds. It has to be fried in animal fat, and it's only no chemicals,
so
no
feel like you're cheating in a way.
No seasoning, no just original everything.
It's just air.
Yeah, so
Crunchy
you
air.
just like I got these amazing flavors at Woodman's. They were like nacho cheese, they were salt vinegar, barbecue, and it was great. But it was just every time I ate them, I kind of felt like, is it really like?
Am I really doing this?
Am I really doing it? But like in a way, yes, because again, the main thing with the carnivore diet is no carbs.
Yeah.
So it's this tough balancing act in your head of like kind of feeling like
feed your fancy, man.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's
what works for you.
I need a little snack. I need something to just munch on every once in a while.
And if you're getting the benefits and if you're feeling good off it, if you're getting what you wanted out of it,
yeah.
Why is that not okay? And, unless you really buckled down and said, like, I'm doing it balls to the wall. Was that your goal? What your goal was to just be?
That was
what was your goal?
My goal. Well, I didn't really have a goal other than it was just I just wanted like a hard reset of I was just eating so much just garbage, and I was just laying around because I just had the surgery in my face, and I couldn't like bend down for like 10 days.
By the way? Sorry to toss a fucking body.
It's getting.
Can
it's
you
okay.
smell?
It has its ups and downs. I got to get a scan of my face yet because my sinuses are still. The doctors aren't really sure what's going on with my sinuses right now.
Oh, might have to dig a little deeper in there.
Yeah, so so I'm telling the doctor, I'm like, my sinus, like, there's still a lot of pressure in my face. I can breathe, but it's like I can feel my sinuses through my face. And she was like, oh, well, we might have to take a scan. Normally we do that before surgery, but we just didn't think that'd be the case with you, so I guess. It's like,
thanks, doc.
It's like, cool. Well, all right. Well, anyway,
You've been injured. You had limp pinky.
I'm just getting old, man.
Shoulder.
I'm done even like because I used to think that way, like, oh, I'm just breaking down, but I'm just getting fucking old, It just happens.
You're not even 30, guys.
I know, but I mean, dude, once you hit a point, like all the things that normally just roll off your back, just kind of stick an extra little bit longer. They just kind of like, oh, that's still there, huh? Huh.
Oh,
okay.
Like you'll move one day, like, oh yeah, shoulder still hurts a little bit.
Yeah. Normally the shit that's just like, fuck it, and like a week later, you're like, feel fucking great.
I guess you're kind of. I'm 24 in 2 days, and I guess that I kind of agree. I mean, I think I've been just dealing with that my whole life. For like my shoulders have always been my shoulders. It's just been like, oh, dislocated again for the third time today. Damn.
Yeah,
well,
that's,
hopefully it doesn't happen again today. But see, I mean, after my surgery, I'm like, oh, it hasn't dislocated, but like makes a lot of weird crunchy noises.
Yeah.
Like I haven't felt my hands all day. Like my hands just go numb all day. Like you remember my dad was just digging charcoal out of the grill the other day. Like I was like 5 feet above it, like burning my hands. My dad just digging around it. Like, do you feel that, Dad? I don't know. Like,
what do you need hands for? What do you need hands for at this age, man? No, yeah, it's just those little things, and my goal was just like I was just eating like ice. I was just eating so much garbage, So I was like reset, and but no, like kind of like what you were saying earlier, like the benefits I started noticing was like after week 2, kind of going into week 3, and I was like noticing like I was more cut, Just like my body fat was like what's the well obviously like because your body just starts eating fat to burn energy, right? So like you just start noticing not veins like popping, but like you're like, oh, like I have like 0 fat in my arms right now.
Yeah.
And you can just see all the little like tiny little veins in your arms and shit. It's kind of not the most appealing looking thing, honestly.
But it's kind of satisfying.
But it's like, okay, it's working. Like you notice like, oh, it is actually doing what the like the diet is it's supposed to do. But like I didn't really notice that into like week 2, which was a really tough week for me. And it was like, fuck, I've been doing it. Like, should I just cheat a little bit? Just fuck it. But I was like, no, just keep doing it. And then like once week 3 hit and I was like noticing like, okay, it's actually, I'm kind of getting on a better workout schedule. I'm hitting the elliptical in the morning a couple times a week. You just kind of start feeling like a good momentum going.
Okay.
And then
caught your ground a little
yeah,
bit.
you caught and you start to, for me, week 3, I was like, I realized I had a better prep schedule. I had food prepped out better. My week didn't seem so, I wasn't so anxious because I was like, oh I got to make sure I'm prepped, and then I got to get food thawed because I didn't thaw enough earlier. So I got to prep it and then thaw it and then make that stuff. And then again on the weekend going into week 3, I got to get a bunch of stuff thawed out and prepped. So again, like week 3 was when I hit that like, okay, I have plenty of food to get me through this week and to start my final week. And I just felt confident that I could just handle the week. It was still hard.
Yeah.
It still wasn't like I really never got that, like, I'm loving this.
Do you think you would ever have gotten there?
I don't know. I really do think just the environment and how I did it. Like, if I was living by myself, I think I could have got there. And that's not a knock on.
No. I know exactly what you're
saying. But
it's
just like,
you can only be surrounded by Doritos and Busch Light for so long before you're like, fuck.
Yes, like exactly. And I had, like, this time I had really quality meat. That was another thing. Like, you should be buying quality meat on this diet. If you're going to do it, you're going to need to spend a little bit extra on meat because it'll make you feel better. Like, you'll just feel, that the meat was coming from a good place. I did Butcher Box. All the meat, like, you
doubled down
I
on
doubled
Butcher
down
Box.
on Butcher Box. They gave me, they basically just gave me the opportunity. I was like, okay. So yeah, they're all their like beef is all
grass
fed, and that grass fed beef is the beef you want is the type of meat or type of beef you want, because grass fed beef, they're getting the nutrients from the grass, and that's going into their whole digestive system, the muscles, which is into their meat, which is what you take in, and they're just they're a good humane company. I'm from the research I've done. Butcher Box is a good way to go. So I felt good about the meat I was eating, like the pork. I felt really good about the pork chops I was eating, and that kind of thing. Like before, I did Costco, just a bunch of Costco meat, and that's okay. That's fine. Yeah. You can find good stuff, but it was. I just didn't feel like I was really getting the most out of it.
And if you're gonna do it, you might. I mean, if you have the funds to do it, and then you have the resources, you might as well
exactly
do it.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something, do it right. So yeah, that was I felt good about that. Just the meat I was getting and the quality of products. Again, the only really thing was the pork rinds, where I was like, ugh. Dairy, I kind of splurged on dairy a little bit, but I don't think it was, it didn't affect me too much. I thought it would. I thought normally dairy backs me up.
What is splurging on dairy for you in this diet,
Yeah, so you're really not supposed to have a ton of dairy. So every morning I'd have heavy whipping cream in my coffee.
Okay.
And I would probably have a protein shake. That was another thing. I was having protein powder, which is probably a huge no-no on this diet. But, you know, I was working out, and I felt like I just needed extra calories that I just couldn't consistently have prepared through meat. So, and again, the way I looked at it, so like the protein powder, it was whey protein, so it's protein from like milk or calcium, so it's from a cow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
From a cow,
From a
fucking cow, you know. What are you
So I
going
was
to
like,
do?
all right, it's a fucking animal. But no, so I was
Basically your ground beef just in the powder.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. So yeah, I splurged with like the protein powder and the heavy whipping cream, stuff like that. Like nothing crazy, but little things that I wasn't too proud of. But I was like, you know.
Yeah, my splurging would have been not heavy whipping cream, but banana cream pie. You know?
Oh, banana cream.
I just felt like I needed that extra,
a little extra
cream, that banana cream pie.
Flavor down.
Flavor down for Cape Town. What are you going to do, you know?
Yeah, so it was but it was again one of those things that I was very I was just so mentally just not as sharp as I wanted to be. I was just kind of letting myself, whatever kind of like impulse I was like wanting, I was just finding myself brain just like saying, okay, like, oh, you want to eat some ice cream right now, go eat this ice cream. Like, just not sharp. I just was mentally not sharp, and like.
But this is also like this is your second time doing the diet, but this was like a whole new round of diet for you. Like you said, the environment plays a huge part. Your first time you did this, you probably didn't have ice cream in the house.
No.
You probably didn't have Doritos. You probably didn't have Busch Light. You probably didn't. So, I mean, hats off to you, guy. Like,
appreciate it.
Big time. Big time. I mean, that's mental toughness to a T.
Yeah, mental
like,
toughness.
Straight
that's
up,
what I
dude.
was trying to convey. Yeah, so, yeah, appreciate it. It was,
hats off, bud.
Yeah. Thank you.
I tell you what, if you decide to take up guitar this month, you can drink Busch Light and eat Doritos,
baby,
and eat banana cream pie while you're doing it.
Yeah. So then after this diet, last week, we went hiking around Devil's Lake and had a nice little Airbnb and had just a whole bunch of goodies baked special for me, which was awesome, and got to share them with a special person as well. So it was just a great weekend, just eating. Oh my gosh, I ate so much garbage. It was the best. Cookies, cheesecake, cookie bars. Man, we had pulled pork sandwiches, nachos. Let's see what else. Philly cheesesteak, chicken flatbread sandwich with French fries. Oh, beer. We had Wolf Pup IPAs flowing. Man, it was a great weekend hiking around Devil's Lake. Hiked across the lake. It was frozen. I was scared out of my mind. Carl's not even here right now to give me shit for it. So I don't know if I'll tell him. Fuck him. Taking a whiz. Yeah, Carl's gotta do this float tank, you know. He's kind of been putting it off. Little bastard. Get him a Christmas present. He just apparently doesn't give a shit about it. Here he comes. Just singing your praises. Huh? What?
What did I do?
Nothing.
You didn't tell me my glasses
Guess
were
who's back?
cockeyed the whole time, Ben. I didn't know if it was my face. I think it is my
Are they?
face.
Well, I can't. I'm at an angle. I can't tell. I'm not looking at you straight on.
Yeah, face is an angle. So, hey, good for you, Max.
Hey, good for you, cockeyed guy.
Hey, Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Cockeyed Cobb back in the stew. This is episode 20 of Hold Us Accountable. Max is talking Rona diet. Oh, wait.
Carnivore diet.
The Carney diet going on through the pandemic.
Yeah.
We're drinking Contact Haze by Elysian.
Elysian.
Elysian Contact Haze IPA, man.
Yeah.
Hell of a month.
Hell of a month, man. Hell of a month. The carnivore diet is over officially for me.
I'm going one more week with the guitar.
Yep, you're coming back next week, ready
Yeah.
to strum it out and sing it out.
Yeah.
So how's that been going? What
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's been super difficult. Like getting the hang of singing. Like the same thing I've been saying this like whole month. Like I have been getting the hang of it a little bit. Like
Yep.
you know, but it's super. I think this is one thing where I have no idea because I am not a musician, but I can imagine this is probably one of the most difficult things is playing, making sound and singing at the same, like, and just
I bet.
it's like multitasking in a different sense. Like my fingers shut off when my mouth starts running.
To me it sounds like what's the like patting your head and rubbing your stomach
Exactly.
times like a million.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think if I stuck to this for a couple months, it'd be something I could get down. But yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard as fuck. See, like the strumming thing, I'm getting the rhythm down really good.
Okay.
But I can get my words in, but it's hard to stay on track. But I mean, I definitely just I've been enjoying just learning the strumming patterns, and even like I kind of went off track and just kind of started plucking other songs they're trying at the same time, but just learning, kind of just flipping through YouTube, listening to different songs I enjoy, and just trying like beginner ways to pluck it. Like, What Would You Say by Dave Matthews was something I tried to start getting it, and like I could get the first like meow meow meow, like just
okay.
and I had that. I was doing that all morning, just like a couple days ago, just a meow meow meow, and then I got the meow meow, like.
Oh,
So I had that go, and it was like, oh, this is sweet. Like,
okay.
so I mean, learning song, like it was definitely one thing I came into where it's like, I don't think it's gonna be one thing. It's gonna be really hard for me to get the hang of it, but as I kind of progressed and just, stuck to the Horse with No Name, but then went out to other songs, I'm like, oh, if I stuck to this, I could definitely like.
Okay.
So it's just like learning how to use your hands like that, and just it's a whole nother fucking world.
Cool.
Definitely something. I'm gonna try and keep doing just how I've been doing it, and this has been really nice with this challenge. Is like I usually wake up at like 5, and I'll get like just 15 minutes of just light. Like it's just I'll have a cup of coffee and a bowl of oats. And just pluck very light,
Pluck away.
The significant other's still sleeping, so I'm not fucking jamming, but it's like just a soothing thing to start in the morning, and then I get home and just do like 15 to 20 minutes. So it's just been something fun to kind of
Hell yeah.
get the mind rolling, and
Cool.
I'm definitely glad I picked it as a monthly challenge, and I'm gonna try and keep rolling. Just keep trying to pick it up, but oh man, this What Would You Say, like the riff of that, definitely trying.
Yeah, it'd be awesome if you could learn how to do that.
Yeah, so it's fun.
But so is there like a specific spot in the song that you get to and you're like, oh shit.
Like singing wise?
Yeah, or just like putting it together.
Like putting it together, but also like going from the hook to the chorus.
Oh, okay.
Like just like this when the tempo changes. But
okay.
there's like this, like I'm learning the straight beginner like strumming pattern of it. Like
Sure.
you can go, but like as soon as my tempo changes and like I'm singing a different pattern, that's when like my fingers start getting confused, because it's like
Right.
they feel like they should be doing something different, but it's like just trying to stay the same.
Oh,
So like
okay.
just tempo
Yep.
changes, and I'm not like musically talented. I mean, and I can keep a rhythm while I'm singing to somebody else playing
Sure.
a little bit, but like my mind trying to comprehend my fingers staying the same, but then my tempo, my voice speeding up, just like everything gets scrambled. And
Oh.
yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It makes you definitely like appreciate like people like Dave Matthews or just anybody, the way they can sing so crazy and just different tunes while they're fucking going nuts on the guitar. It's like, how does your mind do that?
Yeah, you don't really think about it. I mean they can do it because they've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, it's
It's not like Dave Matthews like 5 years ago picked up a guitar and was like, "Oh fucking hey, I'm good at this, aren't I?"
It's
Should I start
what is it? I'm trying to think of the name. I'll figure out what I'm trying to say later, but yeah, just muscle memory. Like
yeah.
the notes, the song that they're that's all muscle memory on the guitar, so they can just without even looking, they just know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
And as they're singing it, it's just all muscle memory. For me, it's like memory is very short right now. Like trying to, I don't know. It's a challenge for sure.
So do you think like, I know like your monthly challenge was for you wanted to strum and sing the song, but if someone was like just learning, do you think it'd be better
Just focus on playing the guitar.
just learning the guitar?
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
worry about trying to sing at all.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I've been trying to just sing because I'd like to just be able to partly not perform, but like show myself that I can do it. But
Right.
I've kind of like gone onto the folks just like get the tune down, be able to do it, and just like strum with it for a while without really
Right.
looking.
Okay.
So definitely like it's focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, so you might have bit off a little bit more.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Then-
But
Should have been attempted to chew. But
Yeah.
how would it's not like you knew.
well, yeah,
It was just
yeah. I think what it just being comfortable and figuring out that muscle memory and just being able to catch a rhythm like before even like singing is even incorporated in anything.
right.
But I mean, like we were both saying, everybody learns in their own ways, and I think with the guitar, for me, the easiest thing was just seeing someone play a simple song and just jumping right into it instead of just going chord to chord.
Right.
It was kind of a confidence booster to me, hearing myself kind of get that rhythm down and hearing the song.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay. And the more you hear it, the more you want to practice it. And that's what, when I first started, like, wake up, it's like, oh, okay, I'm just going to sit here and play a G. And the next day, like, oh, I'm going to play a D. But then when I started playing the song, it's like, oh, I'm getting farther and farther, really
Right.
getting the rhythm down. Then that's what kind of encouraged me to wake up and keep doing it.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's soothing. It's a good thing to kind of get the mind going in the morning, definitely. It just kind of fun to be able to hear myself actually play something and hear other people say, like, oh, I can actually hear what
Yeah.
the fuck you're trying to play.
If you weren't doing this for the like let's say just this podcast was never a thing and you were just like, I want to learn how to play the guitar, and you started to learn the strings, but then you saw, oh, let me just try to strum this song, do you think you would go back to like learning string by string if it was just something you were trying to do for yourself, or
think
would you
that-
still try to
I think
strum a
I
song?
definitely I don't know. Maybe I think it's important probably to know the note, like know the frets, I think knowing the anatomy of the guitar, knowing where notes are, knowing what chords are which, like I think
still important?
yeah, but I don't know. Like a lot of people that I know who have taught themselves how to play guitar have always like said like, I listen to rhythm patterns and just jump into songs, and that's kind of how I learn my chords.
Okay.
So That's what I found to be easier. But some people are like down to like the specifics, down to like each fucking point, every
Learn it
head
string
to toe.
by string.
Yeah, But to me, that's just never how I've learned.
Okay.
To me, I got to be tossed into something and be
Right. Get your hands dirty.
Get my hands dirty and just be frustrated by it and
Right. Figure out. Okay, this pisses me off. How do I not let it piss me off?
I mean,
how
obviously,
do I master it? How do I? Yeah.
A month is you can only learn so much in a month. And I will like to try and continue this just because I'm sure as I go, if I stick with it, I'll find other ways to learn, like that fit me better and probably be able to like enhance what I'm doing. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna like? Do you have like a little itch to keep learning the guitar once you're done? And
yeah, I mean, it sits right outside my bedroom, so every time I wake up, I see it. It's like, oh, I might as well pick it up. Yeah,
let me grab that little 6-string.
Yeah, and like I said, with like the what would you say, like just hearing me be able to like get just the, it's like, oh shit. And then I learned to do like, and I'm like, oh fuck, I can actually I could probably do this.
Yeah.
So definitely.
That's awesome.
I always want to be the guy at the camp, the drunk guy at the campfire who always pulls out the
guitar. Oh yeah, you guys ever heard this song? Oh, hold on, let me adjust it. All dogs have fleas. All dogs have fleas.
Yeah, I always wanted to be that guy. Hey, crazy car back on the fucking tunes. Yeah, hell of a month.
Hell yeah, man.
God damn it, dude.
What'd you do?
So much shit by my feet.
Oh, we gotta move some things? We can move things.
No, I think I'm just... Feet are getting all antsy now. I might need some vitamins.
Yeah. Kick your feet out to the right there. I don't think there's anything over there.
Oh, nice.
And you're facing the camera, too?
Oh, hey, what's up, people?
Oh,
hey, ladies and gentlemen, nice.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to my bro.
Shout out to the leg space. Shout out women. Shout out women.
This is our...
Hey.
Man, we still have to play some cribbage here.
Yeah, I want to
get a new weekly challenge. We didn't have a weekly challenge this week.
No, we were focused on the deck man.
We're focused on the deck man. I'm gonna at some point I'm just gonna kind of show my hat to the camera. I never gave it a full breakdown of what I came up with yet. I never showed that off. So
that was
we'll do that.
That was a monthly. What was I doing?
That was This was this was really wasn't anything.
Oh, this is just a part of it.
This was just like I had nothing really. I just wanted to do something with the hat, and I didn't have a ton going on while I was in this airport, and then I just.
Dude, you killed it. Looks
and there's still some things I could do to it yet that I want to do, but I needed to just take a break before I tried to do too much too fast.
Well, should we mosey on down to Weekly Challenge Town and play some crib? And then after that, I'm going to tell a little story about a woman who is a trailblazer in the beer world.
Yep. And then I'll get into some women who trailblazed in the just the world in general as well. We'll get into some innovators of the women innovators of the world.
Hey, cause
dating back from the 1700s to now.
Oh wow! Cause hey, today's all about the women. We love you. Couldn't be here without you. But for now, we're gonna play some cribbage.
Hell yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know whose deal it is. Do you remember?
'Tis mine.
Yours? Yeah, that sounds right.
This is episode 20, cribbage game to decide what we're going to do for the weekly challenge. I keep playing that over and over again. One day we'll have a producer in here who can take these sounds away from me because I fucking suck at this. But hey, it's a beautiful Monday. I'm enjoying my last few days as 23-year-old Carl. 24 on March 10th. Big age. I don't know why, but I'm excited for it. So, we didn't have a weekly challenge. I believe our last weekly challenge, we watched some documentaries. I watched Dumb, which was about Big Brother magazine. Kind of explain. Well, it's just about Big Brother magazine, and it came upon how the Jackass people met. Max watched The Art of Flight, which is a snowboard documentary following the Red Bull snowboarding crew. I think this is back in 2010, 2012. A great documentary. So, and then the week before that, we were doing the 200 push-ups a day, which was terrible. So I'm hoping for something nice. Max is back. We'll have him pull up the chart. I was kind of just telling him about our past 2 weekly challenges with documentaries and then the stupid fucking push-up thing that I had failed at, and the short story one before that.
And real quick, before we really get into this game here, we want to give we're gonna have a special fucking segment for one of our favorite fucking listeners, fucking Todd.
Hey, fucking Todd.
Fucking Todd.
Hey,
gotta give a big shout out to our goddamn buddy Todd.
Hey, fuck it. I'm happy you're fucking listening to this fucking episode.
No, actually, have you? So there's this thing called Clubhouse. Have you heard about this?
Explain it.
So Clubhouse is an app that you have to be invited to join.
Oh,
so you can't just join. You can't just download the Clubhouse app and join. You have to be invited by someone. And I was invited by our special fucking listener Todd.
Hey,
so big fucking shout out to Todd.
Hey, Todd.
So we're gonna be doing something with this Clubhouse app. I gotta really dive into it, and what it is, it's actually really cool. It's actually a very interactive, information-driven app. Where fucking people in big fucking industries will post talks that they can just record.
Some awesome fucking talks.
Some fucking great ass talks that just tons of fucking information.
Oh shit.
That not every fucking person out there can fucking get their hands on.
Oh fuck.
So I'm gonna dive into it, and we're gonna eventually figure out a fucking segment here with Clubhouse and HUA, and figuring out a fucking way to incorporate the two fucking entities together.
The Clubhouse segment brought to you by fucking Todd.
Ayo, so that.
Hey, shout out you, Todd.
Shout out Todd.
Fucking A, we're
fucking
proud of you.
A, thank you so much.
Hey, but for real, fucking Todd, he's been following us since the get-go. So yeah. He's suffered through all these dumb fucking episodes. So Max went bald because of you, Todd.
Yeah, him and Michael Jordan were my two inspirations. So,
yeah, you were fucking number one. Oh, I totally forgot. You just made me a happy man. That's awesome.
So
hey, you know what? Fucking Todd. Oh shit.
Oh, what do we got?
One sec.
What do we got?
Hey, fucking Todd.
Fucking Todd. Yeah, thanks. Fucking thank you.
Fuck yeah. That's the only sound effect I have today. Just bear with me. Fuck. Okay.
Man.
As I deal these stupid fucking cards, I totally forgot the best comments. He's so proud of Todd.
Yeah, so let's see.
Just gonna play a little Decker Pollinari in the background.
Good call.
So the game is tied.
Tied at 60. Big.
Yo, we're gonna get through this game faster than I think we thought.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with these winner and loser brackets soon here.
Fuck. All right.
Oh, shout out Decker.
Shout out Deck. Hey man. I hope everybody goes and listens to our marathon episode. It was good. Good talk. Like,
yeah, it really, right from the jump, like, I don't know, there really was never, like, a point where we were just kind of, like, sitting around, like, what should we talk about next, guys? Like, I don't know. It was never, like, forced. We never, it wasn't a forced 5 hours. It was just a fun.
I'm not going to lie, at first I was a little nervous.
Oh, yeah.
But, hey, also, so after we tell stories about inspirational women who has kept this world just chugging along, I would like to talk about possible summer events.
Yeah.
Some events that I've talked to Max about that we possibly want to get grooving this summer. Maybe, you know?
No, yeah, we have some ideas that we think could just be really fun. Just a fun thing to do to get artists out in the open, and just
any musicians,
painters, just anyone with a creative mindset to kind of put their creativity on display, and just kind of really make it a whole day about appreciating the diverse minds of people.
Yeah, supporting them, and also hopefully getting involved with charity.
Yeah,
which has been a thing we've talked about. God damn, dude, I have a hand that is a difficult one.
Yeah, my hand just sucks.
Fuck. Yeah.
So.
Well. All right.
I shouldn't have wore shorts. Fuck.
Got them pale fucking squeakers over there.
Man, I'm just chilly now. Used to be so.
Am I cutting it? Yeah, you know. Oh, dick. Well, actually, no, fuck me. That's a bad hand. All right, let her rip, Tater Chip.
2.
12.
22.
Fuck, goal.
Go.
Yeah. Dick.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Oh, yeah, I guess. All right. 10. 20 for 2.
No, you're no.
What?
You're red.
Where'd this go?
Doesn't matter. Right there.
Thank you. I'm sorry to snap at you like
No.
that.
What?
What the fuck you want? 10. Juan.
Yeah, I've got 15-2, 15-4, and a pair of 2 for 6.
I got a pair for 2.
Nice.
I know. That sucks. That's a
No, back one.
Trying to sneak
Trying to sneak a point past me.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
No. Pair for 2. Pair for 4.
You got 15-2, 15-4, pair for 2, pair for 4, so you got 8. 14, 15.
Oh, 14, yeah.
15. Yep.
See, for
you got 8. So you got 8.
So I'm glad my buddies play that if you don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people play if you can't count your own points, you don't get.
Yeah, you don't get them. Yeah. Nah, I've never really played that way. I mean, since we're playing for like a prize or like something, maybe we could have established that we should play that way, but nah.
It's all fun and games here in the stew.
We gotta help someone learn how to count.
I've been trying for almost 24 years now, buddy.
Hey, but buddy, you got the lead. That means it's your role. You get to figure out what we're doing this week.
All right. So yeah, last week we did, our last one was documentaries.
Oh yeah, should I take that off here quick? Where was that?
5, 6.
Okay, so we gotta take this. We gotta replace it with something quick.
Okay.
We gotta replace it with. Doesn't have to.
Let's think for a sec. Have a couple sips. Oh, I got one. Create your own beer logo.
Oh, I like it.
This is Tic Tac Toe. This is Dr. Pollinar's newest hit. Go check it out on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Featuring Aaron Cohen. Yeah, so we'll talk more about this too. I have a couple ideas for future guests. Just people in the area, people who are up and coming in their talents and just kind of pursuing what they love. But we can talk about that a little later.
Yeah, you got to roll, brother. All right, we got one. Hold on. We got to highlight this row here. All right, so here's what we could. So Carl rolled a 1.
Can we turn the camera around? Or is that going to fuck a lot of things up?
Nah.
Nah.
Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see.
We're going to try and let you guys... All right. You got her? All right, so down the line, 1-1 would be different workout every day. 1-2, new beer once a day. God, I love those two. 1-3, snowshoe adventure. That might have to be changed. Okay, hike adventure. 1-4, personal woodworking project. 1-5, bike ride for a week. You got to bike for a week straight. Nah, just a new ride every day. Don't sleep. And then 1-6 is not learning. Fucking learn a knot or two, you know. So, just to show you the board a little bit. Sorry, I just totally screwed up Max's. So we got 1. I'm gonna give her a little shake, little shaky poo for the stool.
All right, here we go. What are we doing?
1-1.
Oh, we're doing a different workout every day.
Alrighty, that's cool. I can fuck with that.
Yeah, we could do so.
Sinking down there, are you, bud?
My chair keeps sinking.
We were 1 away from a different beer every day. What are the odds?
Man.
We never get the fun shit.
Never get the fun one. So different workout every day. So like one day you do push-ups, one day you do elliptical, one day you do sit-ups, one day you do
Pull-ups. One day you do. See, this can be like bike ride.
You could do a longboard. You could
go to Bears Creek, run some hills.
Yep, you could run hill. Yeah, all that.
Okay.
Just a different workout. You just have to do some type of physical workout, some type of workout.
Hey, I don't know what this is. Another song. This is Back at It Again. I haven't heard this one from Deck. But
Casey Nelson.
I started
I haven't put you in a song.
bring my longboard to work, and at lunchtime I'll do a half an hour longboard around the Kakana neighborhood.
Hell yeah. How's that been?
It's good, dude. It's fucking
You
like
enjoying it?
Oh yeah. Because my biggest thing every time I get done with work, I'm like, I gotta get outside. I haven't even seen the sunlight.
Yep.
And now like get 30 minutes where I just toss in my music and cruise around and come back just happier at work. Yeah, it's been super good.
Good. Hell yeah.
Can I have more vitamins? Oh, no more vitamins.
Dead.
Oh, let me see the vitamins.
You got a charger?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I'll go plug it in.
But yeah, no. So if you work, you say working inside, or you work a job and you do get the opportunity to step away for 15 to 30 an hour, fit it in with 15, a half an hour or an hour long, or just something you enjoy doing. It makes the day a lot better. Topped off with a couple hard-boiled eggs and a tuna Sammy, I'm fucking set for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I found for me, I know it's really, really hard to wake up and do shit in the mornings, but when I hit the elliptical a little bit, 15 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the morning, man, I have such my head space is like, I feel like I've done something for myself to start the day, and now I can just kind of do my work and kind of get through it.
A little more clear-minded.
Yeah, and just like I got some anxiety out of me or some type of physical exertion has been released, and now I can just kind of chill. And then when I'm done, kind of get back to hanging out with the dog and then getting a little workout, another little workout in or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, just getting some type of like run or physical exertion in really helps.
Good change. Good change I made to my days.
Yeah.
Okay, so
doing a different
we're
workout
doing a
every
different
day.
workout every day is the weekly challenge. Anything you want to add on top for you?
No, I really like that. I think it's there's a lot of room for us to be creative, and also a lot of room for us to it's not something that it's like we feel like, oh shit,
like 200 push-ups
like 200
today.
push-ups, and you're like, fuck, I gotta knock these 200 push-ups out today. It's like, okay, I just have to do some type of workout today.
I'm actually pretty excited for this one.
Yeah, so I think this will be cool, and I think it's something we'll both be able to do very well. Like, I don't think we'll like struggle, like kind of like the 200 push-ups one we were just talking about. Like, we won't struggle with it or feel like we're having to push ourselves so hard that it's just kind of stupid to go that hard that fast.
Yeah, it kind of gives us the opportunity to enjoy getting out and being physical on our own manner, kind of do it our own way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Leave it up. A lot of a room for interpretation, room for to put our own spin on it.
Hell yeah. So we're going to move on. I think me and Maximilian both have a couple things to talk about on this International Women's Day.
Oh, don't you know?
2021. We love women.
Don't you know?
We respect women.
Sure
We're
fucking
going to
do.
talk about it here. So I have kind of a long read, and I read this through, but usually when I read shit out loud, I fuck it up. So bear with me. But
Nah, you got it.
you know, on this show, I think me and Max, we're not, we're beer enthusiasts. We love trying new beers. We enjoy rating them and talking about them and sharing them with you. I don't
Amen.
think any of us are, we're not no goddamn brewmasters.
No.
We're no goddamn scientists.
Nope. That's for fucking
We're
sure.
no goddamn fucking no fucking Einsteins. I don't know what this has to do with anything. But on this International Women's Day, I want to talk to you guys about the nation's first brewmaster.
Tell me about her. Her? The nation's first brewmaster?
First woman brewmaster.
First woman brewmaster.
Yeah, we talk
Okay.
about men. This is International Women's Day.
Well, you said just first
I know,
brewmaster.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure.
3 weeks and counting from the Kalama Harbor Lodge grand opening. In the meantime, fuck this. Madeline Mealy Pullman.
Madeline Mealy Pullman. Where's she hail from?
You'll find out. Learned how to operate a brewery right in Kalama. On her way to being the nation's first women's brewmaster. From a large family in Chicago. Oh, yeah. Mealy had earned a graduate degree in
Wait, what's her first name?
Madeline.
Madeline.
Known as Mealy.
Please welcome from Chicago, Madeline.
Mealy Pullman learned how to operate a brewery right in Kalama on her way to being the nation's first women brewmaster. From a large family in Chicago, Mealy had earned a graduate degree in engineering and worked in Salt Lake City, Utah, and Los Angeles in the early 1980s. Max, if you're grabbing another beer of the week, I would love another beer of the week.
I was, just thinking about those.
All right, I'll just grab one. God damn it.
No, keep going. I'll get 'em.
Thank you,
I'll get 'em.
Max. I
I'll get 'em.
appreciate it. From a large family in Chicago, Mealy had earned a graduate degree in engineering and worked in Salt Lake City and Los Angeles in the early 1980s. While on a skiing vacation in Park City, she happened to meet Greg Scherf, who was in the early stages of planning a brewery. Mealy saw the business plan and, being nosy, some might say curious, asked Scherf, "Who's going to be your brewer?" When he told her his plan was to train one, she said to him, "Well, I could do this." Her experience to this point, well, she had made beer a few times in her home. However, she boasted a strong family connection to beer. Her father's side of the family had worked from Wisconsin's Schlitz, had all worked for Wisconsin's Schlitz Brewing in its heyday, and eventually made up the entire board of the directors, which Mealy points out with a laugh, led to the brewery's giant downfall, due to a part because of the family's bickering in some decisions. In August 1986, Mealy was dispatched by Greg Scherf to Kalama, Washington, to train at Hart Brewing Company, later renamed Pyramid Breweries, one of the first craft breweries in the Northwest. Greg had come to know Hart's husband and wife team, Tom Bond and Beth Hartwell, through mutual friends. Tom was the brewer, while Beth handled the business side of things in their original storefront location at Kalama's North 1st Street. Mealy also bunked at Beth and Tom's home for the duration of her internship. Learning the nuts and bolts of the operation, brewery was not an easy process, Mealy recalled. There were long hours in the brewery working with Tom, whom she shared an inclination towards duct tape technology. Her duties also involve hustling for supplies and working with the Pacific Northwest brewing community to steer beer lovers to quality small batch brews. When there was downtime, she made the most of it, with field trips to Portland for jazz and dinners out, summer night swims and adventures in the surrounding countryside. There were also many wonderful dinners with Tom, Beth, and their toddler, Sterling. Once back in Park City, working with Greg to start up Wasatch Brewery, Mealy continued to consult with Tom by phone for advice. Upon Wasatch's opening in later 1986, it became Utah's first brewery since Prohibition. And along with that, the young, nosy engineer had shifted careers to become the first female brewery of the contemporary era. Mealy stayed with Wasatch Brewing for 3 years, then had a short stint as the brewmaster at Hops Brew Pub in Phoenix, Arizona. She then went back to school and earned her doctorate at the University of Utah in 1997. Paulmont went from being in businesses making beer to teaching others the business of making beer. As an associate professor of operations management at Portland State University School of Business. In 2006, she co-authored Craft Beverage Business Management, a textbook on starting and running operations for brewing, distilling, and cider making, with legendary Oregon brewer John Harris, a veteran of industry and the owner of Portland's Eclectic Brewing. Haven't we had one of those? Eclectic Brewing. I don't know. Oh, wait, no, maybe they're just... Okay, never mind. In a fun coincidence, Harris had his beginning as a brewer in the tiny back room of McMahon's Hillsday Brewing and Public House in Portland. At the same time, Mealy was making beer, a history at Wasatch Brewing in Park City. And those are exactly the kind of continuums that we love and appreciate through McMiniums. Okay.
Wow.
So,
What a
Mealy
woman.
Pullman, the first woman brewmaster.
Wow. What
I
a
think.
woman.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fantastic. A true pioneer because,
True
because,
pioneer. Cookie.
obviously there was a woman was going to get into the brewing industry, like it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
And she was the first one to say, I want to do this. This is something that has been a part of me for a long time. And
Working for Schlitz.
yeah, this is something I can do, and I can do just as well, if not better, than the men
And
that
I'm
I've
sure there's a
worked
lot
with.
of young women beer connoisseurs who are either working or trying to get into that line of work where she kind of paved that path where, you guys can get there too. So hats off to Mealy.
Mealy.
Ow, ow!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good cookies.
You have really good cookies.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Good for us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shout out Mio.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to chew into the microphone too
Oh,
much here.
I'm chomping right now.
Yeah.
Sorry. Quick cookie break. Episode 20 celebration.
Yep.
I think most of our listeners just hear us burp and slurp and swear, so I don't really... You know what I fucking mean, Todd?
Them good fucking cookies,
Some
huh?
goddamn fucking motherfucking cookies right here. Oh, fuck. Mac, what do you got?
Oh, real soon here.
After this. What kind of cookie is that?
Oh.
Chocolate. Caramel delight. Oh, you are chomping right now. Should be playing Decker music right now to cover up our...
Man, it's a chocolate cookie with Reese's peanut butter cup peanut butter chips or peanut butter kisses. They're like little peanut butter kisses, but they're the Reese's peanut butter, and then with dark chocolate chunks.
Everything I wanted. Perfect.
So good, right?
Very.
So good. Leads us perfectly into women that are so good.
Jesus.
Well, all right. So just women inventors, women who have pushed culture forward. So first and foremost here, we're going to start back in the late 1700s with Jeanne Villepreux Power. Villepreux-Power. That's how her last name is spelled. So she is she's not well known, but she's a French naturalist and was famous in her day for an invention that allowed people to study marine life more closely, the aquarium.
Oh.
She invented the aquarium.
Holy shit.
So she was trying to study a specific, aquatic life form, and she needed a way to, what is it here? A nautilus, Nautilus. Popular opinion held that the nautilus took its shell from another organism, but in order to determine if this was true, Jeanne needed to be able to observe one closely. She invented the aquarium to observe this.
That is awesome.
So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, there's let's see. She became the first female member of the Catania Academy, Catania, Catania Academy. Catania.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
As well as over a dozen other scientific academies. So yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
So shout out to Jeanne Villepreux Power.
You know, that's a pretty awesome. I would have never even thought about who started the aquarium.
The aquarium. Where did an aquarium come from?
From Mrs. Power herself.
Amen, brother.
If it weren't for women, we wouldn't have aquariums.
All right. Next we have Margaret E. Knight. She was born in 1838 and lived until 1914. So if you've ever used a paper bag, you can thank Margaret Maddie Knight, the 19th century's most famous woman inventor. Born in York, Maine, Knight was most well known for a machine she built when she was 30, which folded and glued paper to create a flat bottom paper bag.
Wow.
It was a popular product So popular, in fact, that a man stole the idea to patent himself. When Knight took him to court for patent interference, he argued that a woman could not possibly understand the mechanical complexities.
Fuck you, Mr. Knight.
Damn straight. Knight won her case by providing proof that she had designed the machine, earning herself the right to patent her machine. Over the course of her career. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Good for her.
Over the course of her career, Knight invented over 100 different machines and patented 20 of them, including a rotary engine, a shoe-cutting machine, and a window frame with a sash.
Oh, hey.
She laid the groundwork for old K-Town here.
She invented the sash?
She invented the sash, my friend. But if the true test of an invention is its staying power, then Knight's paper bag, still used today, is proof of her incredible gifts.
Hey.
So yeah, shout
out Miss
to Margaret Maddie Knight.
Margaret Maddie, the sash woman, bag making, badass motherfucking Knight.
Took a man to court and said,
Fuck
you, man. That's my paper bag.
Hell yeah. What else we got? These are
We
great facts, man.
Josephine Cochrane. She was born 1839, lived to 1913. Oh, so right around the same time good old Margaret Maddie Knight was alive.
Maybe they were
she
hanging
was
out,
an
smoking
American
some doobies together or something, out of their paper bags.
She was an American inventor who came up with the idea of the mechanical dishwasher, one that would hold dishes securely in a rack while the pressure of a water sprayer cleaned them. After servants shipped heirloom dishes, so she was sick and tired of her servants shipping her dishes. Jesus Christ. But when her husband died in 1838, leaving her with substantial debt, that's when she making the dishwasher work and became profitable. It became a necessity. So she was like, I gotta make this dishwasher thing work, otherwise I'm fucked. And she
not gonna have any fucking dishes.
She received her patent in 1886 because she was so sick of her servants fucking up her heirlooms. She began marketing her dishes, saying, do your servants fuck up your heirlooms? Not today.
Not today. Fire them bitches.
Not today. No, she began marketing her dishwashers to hotels.
Oh.
Her slogan, you cannot imagine what it was like. Oh, no, not her slogan. Excuse me. This is just a quote of hers. You cannot imagine what it was like in those days for a woman to cross a hotel lobby alone. What? She told one reporter, I had never been anywhere without my husband or father. The lobby seemed a mile wide. I thought I should faint at every step, but I didn't, and I got an $800 order as my reward. So she's saying she walked into a hotel for the first time by herself, without her husband, to go sell this machine she invented that she needed to sell because if she didn't, she was in this crazy amount of debt. And she needed this machine to work, and she needed to sell it to this hotel, but she was super fucking nervous because she's never been in a hotel before. She's walking along the lobby, and she's never walked along a lobby without her husband, and it seems like she's been walking for miles and miles and miles. The whole time she's thinking, I got to sell this machine, otherwise I'm fucked. And here she is. She sells the machine. She got an $800 reward.
Hey.
She did it,
That's
man.
a lot of money.
That is, back in that time. Yeah,
Good
it is.
for her.
So in 1893, her dishwasher was exhibited as the World's Columbian Exposition, or at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, making it into a household word. Cochrane continued selling her dishwasher until shortly before her death, and her legacy lives on. Her company was bought by KitchenAid in 1916, and Cochrane is still listed as one of its founders.
Hey.
Yeah, KitchenAid's still around, so good for fucking Josephine Cochrane.
Fuck yeah. I just put a bunch of dishes in the dishwasher before I came.
And my dream is to own 2 dishwashers. That way I don't have to ever use cupboards.
Wow. Hey,
Right?
thanks to her. Hey, let
Thank
me
you,
tell you guys
Josephine.
3 things that I know as of right now. Hey, you ever wanted an aquarium? Well, good thing there's a woman around to make. You ever want a paper bag? Hey, good thing there's a woman around to make. You ever sick of doing your dishes or your fucking servants fucking up your dishes? Good thing there's a woman around, or else there wouldn't be a goddamn dishwasher. Max, what else we got?
All right. We have Mariah Beasley, born 1847 to 1904? Question mark. American inventor Mariah Beasley made a fortune with one invention and saved lives with another. Little is known about this remarkable woman today, but it is obvious that she was a dedicated entrepreneur. She successfully marketed at least 15 inventions, including a foot warmer, an anti-derailment device for train. Oh my gosh, an anti-derailment device for trains. Derailment, my goodness.
Fucking
An
Daryl.
anti-derailment device for trains, and a barrel-making machine that resulted in an estimated income of $20,000 a year at a time when most working women earned $3 a day.
Wow.
But in 1880, she invented something that would save lives at sea, a dramatically improved life raft.
Oh, the dinghy.
Although ships did not have emergency rafts, they were simple planks with hollow floats and no guardrails, almost exactly like a raft made of wood a character might make in a cartoon.
Wow.
Beasley wanted to create a raft that was fireproof, compact, safe, and readily launched. What a genius woman she was. By changing the style of the floats, she created a raft that could be folded for storage, but unfolded quickly in an emergency, yet still allowed for guardrails at the sides. Despite her amazing accomplishments, however, the attitudes of her time are still obvious. In the 1880 U.S. Census, Beasley was listed as an unemployed housewife. Wow. So this amazing inventor was listed as an unemployed housewife. That's kind of shitty. Pretty shitty. But we're celebrating her today. She was not celebrated in her time, but we'll celebrate her today.
They're a bunch of pieces of shit back then.
She
was a hell of a woman.
Let's see. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Mary Anderson, born 1866 to 1953. Can you imagine driving a car in bad weather without windshield wipers?
No way.
Until Mary Anderson thought of them.
Wow.
That was the only option. Anderson was already a real estate developer and rancher when she visited New York City in 1902 and rode on a trolley car where the driver had to open the panes of the front window in order to see through the falling sleet. As soon as she returned home to Alabama, she set to work conceiving a solution. Her device used a lever inside the vehicle to control a rubber blade on the windshield. Similar devices had been made earlier, but Anderson's was the first effective model. Amazingly, car manufacturers initially didn't see the value in her invention. One Canadian firm, goddamn Canadians, declined her invention in 1905, saying, "We do not consider it to be such a commercial value as would warrant our undertaking its sale." Dumb Canadians. However, in 1922, Cadillac became the first manufacturer to include a windshield wiper on all its vehicles, and after Anderson's patent expired, they quickly became standard equipment. Wow.
Shout out Anderson.
Windshield wipers.
Wow. What else?
Interesting. Man, there's women.
This is awesome.
And we could go for
Give me 2 more.
2 more. Oh man, there's so many more.
Okay, give me. It's National Women's Day.
Let's
International
do,
Women's
Day. Let me
Day.
just real quick here.
Windshield
okay, wait, hold on.
wipers,
Okay,
bags.
we got. So okay, we got let me just quick get that one.
This is episode 20. It's International Women's Day. We're sharing amazing inventions by amazing women because women are amazing. Keep the world going. Keeping us seeing. Keeping our goodies in goodie bags.
Man, okay.
Keeping our fish in aquariums.
So real quick, I'm going to just give you like 3, and you got to pick which one you want to hear about.
All right.
So this first one, the first self-made woman millionaire, first espresso maker, and a woman who's known for 110 inventions and 49 patents.
Women's first made millionaire.
All right. We've got Sarah Breedlove / Madame C.J. Walker, born 1867 to 1919. Sarah Breedlove was the first child of her family born after the Emancipation Proclamation, and she would go on to become the first female self-made millionaire in the United States. Married and widowed by the age of 20, she was working as a laundress when she realized that she and many other black women struggled with hair loss and scalp disease due to a lack of indoor plumbing and harsh ingredients in hair products. Over several years, she developed her own line of hair care products specifically designed for African American hair and branded them with her new identity as Madame C.J. Walker. The title was deliberately chosen to evoke Parisian luxury. When her line was ready for sale, she also set up a college to train her hair culturists, creating a new employment opportunity for thousands of African American women. As her wealth and influence grew, Madame Walker brought them to bear on social and political issues and made donations to African American schools, orphanages, and retirement homes. Her legacy, though, is one of perseverance. She famously said, "If I have accomplished anything in life, it is because I have been willing to work hard."
Hell yeah.
Good choice, man. Good
Hell
choice. Wow.
yeah.
What an amazing woman. Let's see. The next group of 3 here. Woman who invents. Okay, so there's a woman who invented the chocolate chip cookie. Wait.
Don't give me what the invention is. Give me name. I don't know, names.
Okay. I'll just give you names here. Okay, I'll give you names. Okay. Oh boy. Virginia Apgar, Virginia Apgar, Grace Hopper, Ruth Graves Wakefield.
I want to hear about Ruth.
Ruth Graves Wakefield. Okay, so born 1903 to 1977. Every single thing we use in a day had an inventor somewhere along the line. Even the chocolate chip cookie. Okay, so she did not invent the chocolate chip cookie, but that was just what stuck out to me Anyway, American entrepreneur Ruth Graves Wakefield was unusual for her time. She was a university graduate who began her career touring as a dietitian to teach people about food and nutrition. In 1930, she and her husband bought the Toll House Inn, which quickly became famous for Wakefield's food, especially her desserts. However, Wakefield wanted to offer guests something different and new. She took an ice pick to a block of chocolate and added it to her cookie dough, and the chocolate chip cookie was born. When Wakefield reissued her best-selling cookbook, she added the Toll House Chocolate Crunch cookie to the dessert section. It was so popular that chocolate company Nestle noticed a spike in demand for their semi-sweet chocolate and approached Wakefield about the rights to the recipe. Soon Nestle was making semi-sweet chips specifically for cookies and printing the Toll House cookie recipe on every box. And Wakefield got a sweet though minimal profitability payout, $1 plus a lifetime supply of chocolate. Wow, so she did invent the chocolate chip cookie.
Hey,
I always thought the chocolate chip cookie was invented by accident.
why
But
do you think that?
I don't know. That's just what I heard somewhere. I just remember hearing that somewhere. Like it's just one of the one of those facts you don't know why
Like a
you think it's a
wise tale?
fact, but you're just like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like
That
someone
sounds right.
someone just said it was invented by accident at one point, or well, that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we got our final group here. Okay, actually, oh boy, there's quite actually. Okay, hold on. I got to talk about her. So we got to talk about at least one.
Okay, save that for last.
We'll save that one for last. But okay, so we'll do the next group for you to pick through here. Hedy Lamarr. For some reason, that name sounds familiar. I feel like I should probably know that name. Hedy Lamarr is probably like an actress or something. Hedy Lamarr, Marion Donovan, Mary Sherman Morgan, and Marie Van Britten Brown.
Hedy Lamarr.
Hedy Lamarr. All right. Hedy Lamarr, born 1914 to 2000. Excuse me. She was one of the most glamorous stars of the black and white film era. Oh, okay, there we go. And she was also one of the minds behind an invention that provided the foundation for GPS, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi technology.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, Hedy. Austrian-American actress Hedy Lamarr was also a gifted mathematician and engineer. And when World War II broke out, she wanted to make a contribution to the war effort by improving torpedo technology. Working with musician and composer George Anthelie. Okay, so working with musician-composer George Anthelie, Lamarr developed the idea of frequency hopping, which could encrypt torpedo control signals, preventing enemies from jamming them and sending the torpedoes off course. Although Lamarr and Anthelie were granted a patent for the idea in 1942, the U.S. Navy ignored their technology for 20 years, finally putting it to use during a 1962 blockade of Cuba. Since then, Lamarr's spread spectrum technology has become the foundation for the portable devices that we use every day, for which she was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2014.
Wow.
Holy crow.
Shit.
Good call on old Hedy Lamarr.
Shout out, Hedy. That kind of correlates with your first. If Hedy Lamarr never came about, then the story you told about the young lady who broke those barriers to give out all that information.
Right.
You know, if Hedy Lamarr never came around, such a very talented, smart woman,
Alexandra Elbakian.
would have never been able to pursue the fantastic thing she did.
Abso-fucking-lutely. So let's see real quick. Stephanie Kwolek, Kwolek. She invented Kevlar.
Oh.
Let's see. Who is this? Come on. Oh, so she invented the... Oh, what is that? The baby monitor? Marie Van Britten Brown invented the baby monitor.
Oh, gotta keep an eye on him.
Let's see.
Yeah, I've been yawning this whole time.
Wake up there. All right. Okay. Let's get to the last one here. All right. So this is from a teenager in New Zealand, Ayla, Ayla Hutchinson, Hutchinson, saw her mother cut her finger while splitting kindling with a hatchet. She realized that there had to be a better way to get this critical job done. Kindling is important.
It is.
As a science fair project, she decided to invent a device that made it easier and safer to cut kindling. The result is the kindling cracker.
Oh.
A cast iron device that uses a built-in axe blade in a safety cage. The cage holds the wood while you hit it with a hammer. So you basically balance the piece of wood that you're trying to turn into kindling on top of this axe head, and it balances on it, and it can't really fall over because there's a cage around it.
Then you hit
So
it with
it either tilts to the left or tilts to the right, but it doesn't fall off. So you're not risking your finger getting chopped off with a hatchet. So it just makes it easier to make kindling, and
Hey, big for the people in the Northwoods.
yeah, no, it's huge. It's huge. He's across New Zealand. Equally exciting was a 2015 distribution agreement with a major U.S. tool company, which has already received and sold 22 tons of kindling crackers in North America. For Aylin, though, the best part is knowing she's helping people. Quote, it also gives people with disabilities or physical impairments the freedom to cut their own kindling again. It makes it easier and safer for everyone to cut kindling. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So shout out to Ayla, shout out to all the women on our list that I didn't get to: Anna Stork and Andrea Seshta, Patricia Bath, Jeanne L. Cruz, Mary Sherman Morgan, Marion Donovan, Virginia Apgar, Grace Hopper, Ruth Graves, we did that one. Bilou Luis Henry, Melita Bentz. We did all of them.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So,
Hey,
what a list. What a fun, interesting.
very interesting. I learned a lot of things I did.
So many women behind so many just crucial, important things that, we may take for granted today.
Things we use every day and don't even think about the history behind it.
Don't think where they came from, who was invented them, why it was invented, why it was needed. So yeah, super interesting stuff there.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so that was the women inventors and women
Just women.
just women being awesome,
being awesome.
being badass mother.
Always.
Yeah, so
Appreciate the strong women you have
oh, for sure.
behind you at all
For
times.
sure.
If it weren't for them, it weren't for us. You know what I'm saying? Bada bing, bada boom.
What else we getting into today?
I got a joke of the week for us, and then
We got to look at the HUA board too.
look at the Who board, and I'd like to just wrap up
Oh, we get
talking a little about future event plans.
Well, let's do that. Let's start with that, and then we'll go into joke of the week, and then
we can
wrap
end it
up
with
with
the
the
HUA
HUA board. Yeah, and a little maybe just touch on Packer NFL talk. See what if there's anything we want to just talk about. If not, we'll just brush past it. But
I always can talk. I can always talk a little Packers. Hey,
let's get into this event.
talk a little thing.
HUA event.
Yeah, the
HUA
HUA
Summertime Bash.
HUA Summertime Bash. Shout out women. But yeah, no. So being at episode 20 and kind of going through the start and the creation of this podcast, this thing that we're doing, I think the farther we've gotten into it, the more ideas that we have thought about that have came to light, the more ways that we can not only help out what we're doing, but help the community that we're doing it in. Charities have always been a big thing that we have talked about getting involved with, but also kind of as we've gone, we've gained a big interest in getting to know local artists, people who are creating their own craft and working hard at what they're passionate about. Having Deck on the show and having other interests in having other people who are working on either creating music, creating art. And we really want to be able to highlight those people and have them be a part of what we're trying to create. And just kind of thinking of ways to do that, whether it's, interviews, having them on, talking about them, sharing what they're doing. But, a big thing of mine, which I think after me and Max put together the park cleanup and just kind of dipped our toes in things we can do to kind of get the community together, I think that's something that kind of drives both of us. And I think the park cleanup for us, just having people show up and having people, do something that this podcast kind of created and thought about, and that makes a good impact on the community. It sparked my interest where I would like to get more involved. And so my thought, having Deck on the show and having thoughts of having other artists or people on the show is, why not, through all this pandemic shit we've been going through, when hopefully things are mellowing out, shooting late summer, like September, October time, put together hold us accountable day in the park where we would hopefully rent out a park space and have local musicians come on and play. We'll have local artists come out and, set up their work and be able to sell it. But then on top of it, have a charity that we're kind of basing it around, where we gather all these people and we give out food for free, we give out beer for free, but we really encourage you guys to donate to this charity that we're doing. It kind of bond every part of the community that we have, from local artists to charity foundations to us trying to kind of get our names out there in a sense, but in a way of like, hey, we're doing this to do cool shit for ourselves, but also kind of be a part of this community and like leave a little bit of a footprint.
Yeah, I totally agree with it. I think, not even agree, but I love the vision for it. I think that my first thought when you were saying that, which I didn't think about until just now, was that if we do something where like you purchase the artist's products, that money should go just to the artist,
Yeah, no, yeah.
So my thinking was, okay, how could we do it to also donate to a charity? Because if you it may be like $5 just to get in.
Yeah.
And then anything you buy goes to whoever you buy it.
Or things
from.
like, if me and you were to start a fund, say like starting soon, and like see how much money me and you can just kind of put together between each other and like match, or like have a donation pot, or like $2, donate $2 to this charity for all you can eat food today, or I don't know. I guess that is a good thing to think about.
No, so what it would be like, okay, $5 or whatever it is, $5-10 gets you into our park or into the event, and that also includes your food, and like you get a drink ticket or something.
Yeah.
And like that $10, it goes all to like we would grill, we would buy and grill everything.
Yeah.
Me and you or whatever. That way, like, we're not paying to have someone come and do food.
Yeah, no,
per
we
se,
would, yeah, we
you
do
know?
all of it. And then maybe at a sense where we'd be like, we'll match up to like $500. Like, we'll put out donation buckets and like, we'll match, you know, like if we make up to like $500 or donation, like we'll match that $500.
Right.
Like,
So yeah.
so it like encourages people, like, you know, hey, we'll match whatever money, you know, like,
right.
you
so,
donate $500, we get $500 out of this park, we'll match it, you know, and just putting even $1,000 to a charity, like, and whatever, you know, and then being able to help local artists too, people who are,
right.
you know.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I think
Definitely a lot of thought that needs to go into it.
a lot of thought. I think yeah. I think a cool thing is that, you know, so I've done, like, when I did work with
Like the Minnesota,
no, when I did work for when I did work with the tribes of Wisconsin, it was there was the Native American Tourism of Wisconsin put on a golf outing every summer. So I kind of have done some type of like putting on, like, all the money goes to charity events.
Okay.
I've been a part of it. I
So
don't know
you've
how it all works. I've seen it.
but we probably know people who we could figure out.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good place to start because we have a place of we have somewhat of a foundation with it,
And
it's something we're pretty like passionate about. Like, we both
Yeah.
love just artistic things. We both love artists in general. Just
Yeah.
talking with them and learning about their, or even just seeing like their art and just like.
and we like both like seeing people get the opportunity to put their stuff out
Well,
there. Like,
yeah,
you know what
right,
I mean? Like,
exactly.
and being a part of it, being able to just talk with them and like, you know, just learn about what's going on. Like,
Because that's got to be such a hard thing for some people. Is like, people love to create and I mean, kind of like us. Like, we just like to create things and be, you know, just try to do fun things.
yeah.
But like, not everyone knows how to like have a, I don't even want to say a platform, but just have even like a space to sell something, or they just feel like they get lost in the shuffle of
Yeah.
everything. Because I mean, that's how I feel a lot of the times with this, is just getting lost in the shuffle. But if any way we can just like hold things down and like grab a few people and be like, hey, like, we've got this little spot, like,
yeah.
like, come, do you want to do it with us and like show off your amazing talents? Like, I think that'd be super cool.
And that's the beauty, like, you know, the beauty of social media and networking that we have. We're
Yeah.
like, we know a good spectrum of people, a good wide variety of people where it's like, even, you know, we can start small, you know, we'll at least get 30 to 40 people at an event. And then the more we put on, the more we really show like what we're trying to do, the more the people you gang. And that's like, with the charity thing, I was kind of, in my mind, I envisioned like you get your name in and show that you're passionate to giving to these charities,
right.
where that your name gets passed around, and then all of a sudden you're surrounded by this big group of
Yeah.
people that you can just do things with, and that involves artists and like, you know, people around you, and all of a sudden you're in this group. We're like, all right, let's fucking do this together.
Yeah.
Let's network together, get all our names out there, and like that's. In my mind, that's like a goal of mine, where it's just being able to get with a group of people who maybe couldn't have paved their way by themselves, you know, and like
Right.
get a strong group to be able to just put people's names out and just get a fun community together, and like, you know, be able to encourage and fucking be creative with everybody
Yeah.
while helping people out.
So you had you said you talked to the city of Green Bay. You called them.
Yeah, I called, and just to kind of get a sense of what we would need if like we were to put on an event at a park, and just what
So what did they tell you?
Like, so basically, it started with, like, okay, all you have to do is go online, go to the city's website, and there's some paperwork you need to fill out. And you need to, and then I went on to ask, like, if we were to sell alcohol and, like, want to, have alcohol to serve to adults who are there, and it's like, all right, well, you just got to go to the clerk's office and figure out how to get, like, a liquor license.
Did you ask about if we were just giving it away, like not
Yeah.
selling it?
Yeah, just to have alcohol there, like giving it to people. Like you have to have
a liquor
yeah.
license.
Yeah, I think for the fact, like, if you're hosting an event and you have, like, underage people there, and
Right.
shit, so, like, I don't know.
No, yeah, no, totally.
Because I did ask that. I'm like, well, like, we're just looking for donations. We're just going to be giving this away. Like, we're not
Right,
selling
you still
it.
can't just be like post up with like
Yeah, you still
coolers
need,
of
like,
beer and just be like, hey, who wants beer, and just start handing it out to
you
whoever
need, like,
comes
permits.
to the tent. Yeah.
Yeah.
The city
So-
has to know that liquor is being distributed and that like children are not like.
Yeah, we need first of all your permits.
I think
and then
honestly,
a plan.
I think honestly the liquor license would be the hardest thing because I've always heard that's a pain in the ass to.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even if we can't, then it's not the end of the world. But
Right, then you just. I mean,
or we try and host it at, like, a bar, like you were saying.
that or I mean, could you tell? This is something we'd have to ask the city, but if we don't advertise that we're not gonna be giving away beer, but if people bring their alcohol, like if people bring a cooler,
Yeah.
what do we need from the city or from? Is that an okay thing to advertise? Is like we can't sell anything, but bring your own. Like,
Yeah.
can we
It's
somehow advertise that? Or can we not advertise that? Like, we want to make sure we're.
Yeah, and I think I feel like she, like, I don't know. I feel like she didn't have all the answers to my questions because I did ask questions, but it's basically we just have to call people.
Yeah.
And figure, we just gotta call the city and figure out who to talk to. Like, there's event planners who deal with this shit all the time.
Right.
So I think first of all we need figure out what we need, figure out our, like, guidelines, and then, like, basically get a plan.
Event planners in the city.
I'm sure we do.
I don't know someone that plans.
We know
events.
a lot of Do we
You
have
know
a
so
lot
many
of
random
resources?
people?
We even think about our family. How many, like, even in the
I'm
line
sure
of
we could
business.
ask around
Oh yeah.
and talk to someone who knows. Because I think the main thing, like, I know that it's weird because you bring up booze and then that becomes, like, the main sticking point. But the main point is, like, it's like we want, like, artists to be able to come and to be able to freely, display whatever type of art that they've been creating. And I think especially through the coronavirus, like, people have been locked in their apartments or their houses or whatever they've been staying. Like, let it out, let people see what you've been doing. Like, let us hear it. Like, we want to hear you on stage. We want to hear.
I think that's healthy. That's what we need right now.
Yeah, we want to see it. We want to feel it. We want to taste it. If there's food, people who've come up with, like, a great food idea that they're like, I've made this new type of food. I want to set up a stand to tell people,
dude.
to show people this. Like,
That's exactly what the world needs right now is this kind of positivity, like, this energy through music, through taste,
through everything.
through just, like, pure emotion, raw emotion,
Right.
and just, like, thank God we're
like,
together
this
again.
shit has sucked. And
Let's eat,
we're
let's
out.
jam, let's drink, let's celebrate as
and
families.
but what's also weird at the same time, like, that also scares the shit out of some people because it's like, yeah, but everyone could have a bunch of germs, everyone could be sick, and
yeah, it's always gonna be like that now. Though.
but it's always gonna. It's such a weird.
This is probably how they felt after, like, polio and shit, or fucking
know.
what was that one?
all of them.
What
Any
was
of
that? The one, like, the pig, the swan,
Bird flu,
no, the swine flu.
swine flu.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but Dude, this is some stuff, some shit that, I mean, no one's had to really like
Yeah, some crazy shit.
try to figure out. I mean, it's really showed a lot of where just humans are at.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
And we're behind where I think we
it
thought
pushed
we
a lot
were.
of people's limits.
Yeah, and I think, man, like I just hope we can put something on like we're talking about. Like I want to.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing that I think most that I don't want would for any situation, if any event is put on like this, like people should celebrate the fact that they made it through, and like what did you do to make it through, and like
Hell yeah.
and that's what like
Tell their stories.
tell your story through something, and that's what I think. I mean, for me, when you had the idea for this, that was like what came to my head first was like people have been like in this like cocoon, and like let's see what like blossoms out of it instead of like what scares us to stay in. Like let's see what crazy ideas and new ideas for this world. Like how can things get better? Like because people, I guarantee there's been so many people who, yeah, they've been sitting inside scared, but there's just as many people who've been sitting inside just itching at the bit like, ooh, I know how I'm going to fix this. Ooh, I know what I can do. A lot of time to
think.
So much time to think and plan. And I know that sounds weird, but there's some smart motherfucking people
There's going to be a
out
lot
there.
of things that come out of this pandemic. People had a lot of time to figure things out.
And it was there was a comedian who I was listening to his podcast, and he was kind of saying, he was like, when people come out of this pandemic and they go back into the real world, they're gonna look around them and go, ugh, shit was like not like it was functioning, but it was gross, it was nasty, and I had that same thought, dude, because I was in the Dells this past weekend, staying in a teeny house by my, just me and the other person I was with. We weren't around a bunch of people, but we were in the Dells, and I remember like we went Sunday morning. We went into the pool of the resort we were staying at, and we were in the pool, and like everything just looked dingy and gross. I was like, how does it look like this? I was like, what the?
I feel like that's what like the whole like this whole pandemic has done. Like I feel like I don't trust anything anymore.
No, yeah, and I look at it, I'm like, how? Like, it's not that hard to clean shit and make shit look nice and clean. Like,
and it's just kind of so hard to believe. Like, I obviously believe from all the people getting sick, but it's like it's just like, how did shit just in the air change this quick? Like, how are we just getting sick, dropping like this? Like,
and it's so, it's so
just wearing masks.
Shit is gonna change, and I think that, as doom and gloom as people can be, and as I can be in my own head, because that's how I am. I am just like, I'm doom and gloom. But then there is a small part of me that thinks like, yeah, but there are people who are like thinking of some wild,
there's
gnarly,
gonna be positives
cool,
that
awesome,
come out of this
positive
too.
things. Like, we're gonna go into a weird time, but it's also gonna be like
we've been in a weird time.
We've been in a weird time, but it's gonna be good. Like, we're gonna have some good come out of this, and let's like try to get ahead of that. Like, let's try to get people with some inspiration and some positivity to spread. Like, let's help them.
That's
spread
why we
it.
have to bring people together.
Yeah,
for the HUA day in the park.
So like, yeah, as much as I would love to try to figure out the whole booze thing, but if that's what holds the whole thing back is like we can't figure it out, then fuck it. We'll do like food and shit, and like,
yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. We're gonna put something together some way,
somehow,
and it gives us something to plan out and fucking work on,
and put some like positivity into, and try to get other
and start talking to new people.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
So yeah, that's like. That's like an idea we're having. Carl came up with this beautiful idea of who in the park, or like just
a good get people out of the hole.
Yeah, like let's Yeah, we just got to do something to get
Change
some,
the
get
energy a little bit.
positivity rolling and know that shit was dark, but
I think
let's
this
be
is
positive.
this is a good note to end on.
I think so too, man.
Gives us something to talk about. Episode 20, big ideas.
Big ideas. Well, yeah, actually, big ideas. Quick. Let's just quick run over the HUA board.
The HUA
quick.
board.
Let's
Can we
just
turn the TV on?
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's we'll take a look here. I don't think we've added anything for a little bit. But I had an idea. Put your glasses on.
Oh yeah, can't see without them.
All right.
Run to the rest.
All right, so we've got the HUA board. So these are the monthly activities that, just we've thought about doing. So we'll do an activity for a month, and then each week we'll talk about that activity. And our HUA board is some activities that we've had that we've been coming up with. Let's see. One of them is see a therapist. So just like, obviously this is a personal one, but to just come to the show and, maybe not talk about everything you do with the therapist, but the process of signing up for one, mentally preparing for each week, maybe what you took away from talking to your therapist that week. Not so much what you get into talking about specifically, but just kind of introducing the idea of the process to people. Because I think for me, like, that's still one of the things that scares me about it is I just don't know how it all works. I'm nervous to even start that process. So that's something that I know I would like to help alleviate some maybe anxieties, but I still have my own anxieties to get over about it. So something I'd like to do. Run once a day, take boxing lessons, just kind of music in general, guitar, instruments, singing lessons, that whole thing. Trying out different diets, doing different volunteer work, trying stand-up comedy.
Damn, I kind of forgot about that.
That one might be coming sooner rather than later.
Shit.
Because shit's starting to kind of open back up a little bit here.
Yeah.
And that might be a fun one to try to do. Like,
open mics everywhere.
Oh, everywhere. Everywhere.
Man.
Do a Ninja Warrior course.
Have we looked to see if there's, like, that kind of shit in Green Bay?
Ninja Warrior course?
Yeah.
Not really. I haven't looked too hard.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun, though. Do a book month, so you pick out a book to read for the month. We might have to sprinkle some other things in with that. Writing month, that would be kind of cool because you could just kind of like.
I would enjoy a writing month.
Yeah,
for sure.
like
fuck yeah,
something like that. Glass blowing, that'd be really fun. Olympic lifts, that's something I've never really done, but I've always wanted to do, and I think it'd be cool to get some. I
got
tips.
a little experience.
Yeah, we could just go and fuck around in a gym. Learning some welding. Big Tom, we're talking to you.
Hell yeah, Big Tom. Dude, I have a welding machine at work. Hell yeah.
What? Oh, well, that might be sooner rather than later.
Maybe some possibilities.
Rock climbing, yoga, taking cooking lessons, brew HUA beer.
Big Tom.
Big Tom,
we're talking to you.
Plan a 2021
Packer charity bash.
Packer charity. Yeah, like a tailgate charity bash. Hell yeah. Sewing / like hemming clothes, just learning how to sew, like using a machine, hand sewing, all that good shit. We would normally come up with a different idea each week to add to the list, but we haven't done that in a little bit.
You come with something?
I did come with something. I've had an idea for a while. They're kind of incorporated with these, but I want to design like the perfect dog toy.
Oh,
because what
do you got in mind?
because I need to like invent something for Herc that he can like chew, but he can't like rip apart. Or if he does rip apart, like one of the things, you know, the string, the yarn toys that like are connected to like a big rubber thing, and it's like a good like tug of war toy.
Yeah.
But then like Hercules always just ends up unraveling the yarn part, and it's just little pieces of yarn everywhere throughout
Faith
the
would just
whole
eat it.
house. Oh, yeah.
She'd just eat the whole thing,
Yeah.
rubber and all.
So like I want to make something that like he can't chew apart. So like use like really good parachute cord, and like
Sweet.
and like so like one of the things maybe like learning to sew might be something I should do before the dog toy one. So you know, so
I've never even thought to make a dog toy before.
yeah, like because you can buy like if I buy like
Kevlar dog toy.
Kevlar like fabric, and then I put it around like
Fucking antlers.
yeah, like antlers something,
Yeah.
and I sew it together, and I make like this crazy like P-cord chain knot that's like tied to it, or like
And knot tying that comes
and
into
knot
it too.
tying, yeah. So it all kind of like yeah.
Hell
So yeah, that was one design. Would be more like the perfect Herc toy,
Her toy.
because he just
He's
'Cause I'll
a
look-
destruction.
I'll look through like Petco or PetSmart or any of these places, and I'm like, nah, he'd rip that apart, or he'd chew that up.
Does he have
or-
anything that's like withstand longer than more toys?
Yeah, the only thing so far has been like a it's two rubber rings that are put in like one is up and down and the other one's sideways.
Yeah.
And it's like connected at the middle, and so it's just solid rubber, and then I tied a jump rope to one end so I can like fling it around and like launch it, and he hasn't ripped that up yet.
There you go.
So
Take
that's-
some notes off that toy.
Yeah, so that's kind of I'm like, okay, I could make like a long like
So-
parachute cord.
So you've always you kind of made your own.
Yeah, I've kind of made one, but it's like maybe I could sell it one day and make some money off it if I make it
badass.
like a legit dog, like an actual dog toy.
Dude,
So-
one time when I was in high school, me and my buddies thought of this idea called the car alarm key, and it's probably already a thing.
I think I remember you telling me about
It's
this.
like my sophomore year of high school, and we were just like cruising around one day after school, and we were like, dude, it'd be so smart. We heard a car alarm going off, like if you had a buzzer on you while you were in the store that like vibrated when your car alarm was going off, because we didn't know if it was a thing or not.
Yeah.
And so we like called into like some like invention website, but it was a super scam website.
Yeah.
And we'd have like meetings with this guy once a week. Like we'd all get together and drink a bunch of beers to get ready for this meeting. It was always like Saturday morning or some shit. Just the boys, you know, just a couple 15, 16-year-old guys thinking we're about to make millions off the car alarm.
You boys ready for our meeting today?
No, like straight up, I get calls from Bobby like, yo, bro, we're meeting for the meeting. Yeah, all right. I'll bring some beers. Just get hammered. And we talk with this guy, and one time he's just like, well, he asked us, first of all, he's like, so how are you going to make it? And we're like, but then he's like, all right, I'm just going to need your credit card number and all this shit beforehand. And we're like, oh, damn it. I think he's scamming us. He doesn't want the car alarm key. So that fell through.
Well, hey, I mean, that kind of, I bet you that's a thing now, because a lot of like the cars, you can control them with your phone. You know?
See, they got it off us.
And I guarantee that if someone breaks into a car, your phone would like,
Buzz.
the app would send you a notification like, hey, someone is trying to.
Should have went through with it. See, you can go on like Shark Tank and shit.
So yeah, if I make a good enough toy, I'll go on Shark Tank and be like, hey, Mark Cuban, what's up, man?
Dude, they just bury those motherfuckers.
Buddy, I know they would bury me. I'd get up there, start stuttering, be sweating
No,
profusely.
go on with some HUA gear.
Oh, I would be sweating straight through it. I'd be, hey, so yeah, I made a toy. It's a dog. It's a human toy for dogs to play with the humans. I mean, it's a dog toy for humans to play with. You can't chew through it. I mean, dogs can't chew through it.
I think you do good. That's a good speech.
Beer of the week.
Carl. You guys ever heard of the car alarm key?
Yeah, man. So that was my idea. Dog
Yeah,
toy.
Not a bad idea.
What
I don't know.
what anything on here striking your fancy for this upcoming month?
Kind of like welding, stand up.
Yeah. Stand up, I feel like, is one I have to set like 3 months out.
Yeah.
I have to be like, all right.
Yeah,
like
I need some
June.
time.
We're gonna do stand up in June. June.
When it's a warm out.
Right. June.
All right. Yeah. So welding, stand up in 3 months. So are we just setting stand up for June?
Oh.
Is this
shit.
happening?
She said stand up.
Do it. Put it down. Put it in the books.
June.
Ah, fuck.
June. Hey, June.
Stand up. Ooh.
Gonna bomb so hard.
This can be bad.
I'm gonna cry in the bathroom.
I would like to brew a HUA beer, but
Oh, dude, that would be kind of.
big time.
We could.
Put that. Don't mark. But yeah,
That's something
Think
we
about
could
it.
do sooner rather than later.
welding. I could talk to my boss. Maybe we can get some weekend lessons in.
Yeah. Okay.
Plan, pack, or charity. That's like something we can do on top of something.
Yeah, I feel like that's something we should. But see, that one's. So. Okay. Going back to this beer thing, this permit. Because, like, for when we did that part cleanup, we had a bunch of beer,
Yeah, but we didn't.
and it was just in coolers.
Yeah, but we didn't have like. It wasn't like it looked like a cookout.
That's true. Yeah. No.
We didn't have live. Like we weren't set up using.
We'll just have one tent with someone sleeping and be like, no, this is just Joe's campsite. This is just his beer that he's just like letting people have.
We'll just like. I don't know. We'll have to see.
No.
Remember, we were like, fuck, dude, like 100 people could show up to this park cleanup. We're like, either 100 people are coming or 5 people are coming.
Like 4 people.
And Kaysen.
Okay.
Oh shoot.
No, that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. But no, I think we could do it. But I think like we do a park packer charity thing. Oh fuck. Maybe we try to pull that off. No, I don't know.
Yeah, because I feel like
We just got to do more investigating in this. Figure out what we need to do.
yeah,
If there's
definitely.
anybody listening who knows what we can do.
Yeah, knows anything about planning
Dude,
events.
we know, I'm sure so much people we know.
Well, like, okay, we have cousins, but they don't know like the city of Green Bay.
That's true.
Like I know a cousin that does event planning, but not here.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well, we can just figure out like kind of how to do things through them.
yeah.
We'll just have
But
to
if it
figure out
take-
what
but
the
if it
city
takes
through us.
2 years to get a liquor license,
It
it's
doesn't
like-
take 2 years to get a liquor license.
dude, it might.
I
don't
don't think so.
I think it's kind of tough.
I don't think it's that
Should we
tough.
look it up really quick?
Yeah. You
Just, I mean,
you got it.
since this is like what we're ending on, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I can tell the joke of the week in the meantime.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
All right. Joke of the week. Episode 20, joke of the week. So a salesman rings the doorbell and little Johnny answers. Salesman says, "Can I see your dad?" Johnny says, "No, he's in the shower." Salesman says, "What about your mother? Can I see her?" Johnny says, "No, she's in the shower too." Salesman says, "Do you think they'll be out soon?" Johnny says, "Well, I doubt it. When my dad asked me for Vaseline, I gave him super glue instead."
I forgot we went with that one.
Boom, boom.
That's a good one. I like that.
What do we got on liquor license?
I don't know. I saw this number real quick that jumped out to me. I don't think that's like. That's why I feel like there's got to be like separate categories
Yeah.
versus like we're just giving it away rather than making money off of. I feel like making money off liquor is different than just
Well, look at that one. The
liquor license fees in Green Bay.
yeah.
Ooh, how to obtain liquor and tobacco. Ooh, which one should we do?
Top one.
Hey, Jude.
We got to figure out a way to like get this screen up on the video.
Yeah.
That's like
There's a way we
advanced.
can. We're just not evolving that fast.
Slowly but surely.
We need like a fuck, I don't know. I don't know enough about Pokemon, and I know you don't either. God damn it. Those evolution fucking cards or some shit. All right, let's see. Green Bay Class A and Class B liquor license holders. Okay, so maybe there's a difference between Class A beer and liquor license were issued from authorizes the retail sale of liquor and wine for consumption premise such as convenience stores. Class B authorizes the retail sale of liquor and wine consumption on off the premise such as well, that's neither to nor of us.
I mean,
Oh, dude, I know who we could talk to about this. I know who we could talk to about this.
all right.
I know who we could talk to. She might not know. She should. You know who I'm talking about?
No. Who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Come on.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. The only person that we know that works for the city of Green Bay. Come on. One person. We both know her.
I have no idea.
God damn it.
Family?
Oh, here. Wait, watch. Watch this. Look at the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she'd know.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah. All right.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it
Either
this
way.
week. And
Either
we'll
way.
come back with like more details
Either way.
about the event.
Yes. But yeah, I think that's the biggest hurdle is just because like that's going to be the most like time consuming or like paperwork we'd have to fill out.
Yeah, and I
And
mean
then-
it comes down to like how much is it worth it?
Right. And then the next thing is just getting people to like it's one thing to get people to agree to come, but then it's another thing to like keep in touch with them and make sure that like, hey, you're still on board to come, like this is what you're doing, you're still going to bring this, right? You're still doing
Yeah.
this, right? You're still
Well, you also mentioned the idea of possibly like doing it at a bar, like St. Mike's. Like, 'cause that'd be a good starter just to like that. I mean, that's another thing to think about. We're like, we can talk to St. Mike, and obviously everybody's like,
dude, cuz we could do something behind it. Like set up a mini stage, maybe.
well, he sets up a stage inside his like he does open like live shows in there.
Right, but if it's in the summer, dude,
Oh, sure.
you have something inside, you have a little something outside.
Yeah, we got things to work with.
Yeah, and then we would work with him and figuring out like what percentage of the sales could we put towards, towards our charity.
We might just have. Yeah, no, because we can't. Well, we wouldn't be able to just like take his sales. Like we'd have.
No, but if we're bringing in customers, then you say like, well, like okay, I mean on a normal Saturday, at between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., you don't normally get 100 people coming through here.
Yeah, I think it'd be
So-
more so like we'd have to like buy a keg from him. He'd just be able to lend us. I feel like it might be able to, like the liquor license things might be easier. Like if he's like letting us host our event there, like rent his place.
Yeah, so I mean like percentage of sales. I don't mean like he would make money,
Yeah.
but it's like, so if a beer is $3, we make $1 for every 2 he makes.
Okay, I feel what you're saying.
So like that's a little dramatic, but like
Yeah. I know what
you
you're
break
saying
it down
now,
that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Whatever we would just work with him, honestly. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. Fuck, I don't know how it works. I don't know.
Hey, but we got a lot of shit to think about.
We do.
We got a lot of things to come back with.
Yeah. No, we we got a lot of just fun ideas, like just ideas to I don't know, man, just
Fucking do shit. Like,
just spread just
good.
exactly, just to do shit, just to literally do, cuz like I feel like there are so many people, like myself included, like want to do things, but sometimes you just think, what's the point? Like there's no point to doing it. But if you have like
there's a point right now.
But if you have a point to do something, if you're an artist out there and you're like, oh, I have a show, like I like want to put my artwork out for this show that's coming up in whatever month, we decide this on, and it gives someone maybe just a little bit of motivation to do something, or a little bit of like, fuck yeah, like this is gonna be something fun to like do. That's awesome. Like that's all we could hope for. So I don't know, like that's cool. That's what we're trying for.
Yeah. I think it'd just be a really good thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. So
and we could be a part of it.
Be just a small piece. Just a small piece.
So I think through this next week, we not only do a new workout every day, we think about new ideas for the HUA day in the park.
Yep.
Or night in the bar.
HUA day in the park, HUA night in the bar. Or it just melds into both. It starts as a HUA day in the park. It goes into a HUA night in the bar.
Oh
Goes into
yeah.
a HUA morning brunch. Goes into a HUA Sunday fun day. Goes into a HUA Sunday
And then all of a sudden, HUA's all you got.
HUA's all you. Then it's.
Hey, but we'll be there to help you along the way.
We'll be there.
Oh shit!
crying me.
Episode 20, man.
What a show, man.
Hey, it never gets old. I tell you that much. But goddamn, dude. Hey,
man,
that was a good time.
That was a fun time, man. Hey, 3 hours.
Not too shabby, dude.
Did it
2 hours.
again.
2 hours less than
2
last
hours
week.
less. We did it
Hey.
again.
Thanks for joining us. My
Oh.
name's Carl.
And my name's Max. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us this week. We had a fucking blast. Thanks, Todd.
Hey,
Thank
we
you
love
for
you, women.
tuning in. I know your time
Fuck
is
you, Todd.
valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin who like to discuss their problems and figure out ways to solve them, and challenge the listeners to get up out of their comfort zone. Try some shit they ain't done before. This is Hold Us Accountable. Yeah, this is Hold Us Accountable. Yeah, this is Hold Us Accountable. This is Hold Us Accountable. Hold Us Accountable.